Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakodash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who will teach well, and peace and salutations to the elect. All right, we back out here again, okay, to prophesy the downfall of America when it's Babylon the Great. Okay, tell a lot of people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that y'all the Hebrew Israelites, and repent, come back to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakodash. Okay, you look around, it's a lot of destruction, that's going around, man, across the four winds. Are you seeing these different protests, these riots, in these different countries? Okay, things are heating up, man. All right, things are getting stirred up. All right, that's what we're telling our people to pay attention. All right, pay attention to the prophecies, see what's going on, and measure the times diligently, man. All right, because this place is about to get destroyed. All right.
California's on fire.
Yep, California's on fire. All right, you're seeing these different wildfires. You're seeing these protests. All right, you're seeing these crops are failing. All right, you're seeing these different things that's coming across America, which is Babylon the Great, man. These plagues are being sent, man. Okay, so can we start off in that Matthew 24?
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yep, we're hearing that now, man. Every time you look at the news, are you seeing these different rumors of wars, man? You're hearing Iran coming up against America, which is Babylon the Great. You're seeing Russia coming up against America, which is Babylon the Great. You're hearing these things about America, what they're doing in the Middle East, man. All right, you're hearing these things about the Turkish troops, and you're seeing the things that's going on at the border, man. All right, you're seeing these different things, these rumors of wars, man. You're seeing how these different nations are preparing their nuclear arsenal, and getting ready to go to war, man. All right, the third war, which is World War III. All right, you continue on, man.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
That's right. We know these things must come to pass. All right, we're not supposed to be troubled when we hear these rumors of wars. When we see these different nations are putting these sanctions on different nations. All right, when we see these nations are building these different nuclear missiles, man. All right, when we see that they're building, up their military, man. All right, they're investing their money in the military. We're not supposed to be troubled by these things, man. All right, because we know these things must come to pass in order for us to receive the kingdom, man. All right, you can continue on.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Yep, nation shall rise against nation. All right, you're seeing these different race riots. All right, and it's going to escalate, man. All right, you're going to see these different nations coming up against each other, man. All right, these race wars, these race riots. All right, it was some protests that was going on in New York, man, recently.
Yep.
All right, you're seeing these things starting to escalate, man, and it's going to intensify. All right, right now it's on a lower level, man, but a lot of you people are still asleep, doing whatever you wanted to do, man. All right, but hey, it's going to escalate to the point that you're going to be out here, man. You're going to get caught out here and you're not going to know what to do. All right, can you read that from the top again, about the show? Yep.
Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
That's right, kingdom against kingdom. All right, every time you look in the news, you're seeing something that's pertaining to Russia and America, man. Iran and America. All right, Pakistan, North Korea. All right, you're seeing these different kingdoms coming up against each other, man. All right, you continue on.
North Korea shot those missiles towards Japan.
Yep. That's right. Yep. Yep. That's right. You continue on.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yep. And we're starting to see these famines. All right, a lot of these farmers, they're not going to receive their crops like they used to this year, man. Yep. All right, you see a lot of the crops are failing. All right, and a lot of these, the food that you see on the shelves, that's going to be from the crops that they received this year. But you see that they're failing, so hey, man, it can very well be a great famine next year, man. All right, we'll be able to see, man. All
prices are going to go up.
Yep, prices are going to go up. All right, you're starting to see a lot of these grocery stores, these stocks, or these shelves are not as full as they used to be. All right, you go into a grocery store later, you expect for it to be stocked up. It's still looking the same, man, getting dry. All right, we're starting to see, man, these things coming to pass, man. You can continue on now.
Verse 8, all these things, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yep.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
That's right, and we know that these different people out here are going to come up against us, man. All right, the men of the Lord willing, we be a part of that number, man, the elect. All right, these people, you know, hate us, man. Okay, they hated our Lord, they hated Yahweh Shah, man. Okay, and we're doing the things that was commanded of us on the highways, byways, teaching our people, telling them America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. 200 million missiles will come here. All right, Jacob's trouble, the famine, the pestilence, the sword, these plagues are being sent. Okay, we're telling our people this place will fail them, man. Okay, well, a lot of them, they're not listening. All right, they still want to do what they want to do, and they're coming up against us, man. Well, a lot of them, they're gonna sell us out, man. Okay, a lot of them are gonna try to set us up. Okay, a lot of them gonna try to be, a lot of them gonna seek to kill the man of the Lord, man. Okay, but we know it's gonna be a standard lifted up, man. Okay, you continue on now.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Yep, that's right. You know. And we're gonna see that intensify, man. Okay, you see these people in their households, a lot of people, they're comfortable right now, man. Okay, well, when a lot of people, when they don't got anything to eat, that famine come, okay, a lot of these people are gonna turn against each other, man. All right, we're seeing now, man, a lot of people that's in our families, they come up against us right now, man. Okay, you know, a lot of them don't believe, okay, just because they don't see it, they don't see the vision, all right, they think we bugged out, man. But the truth is that they're asleep, man. Okay?
The scriptures say the love of many shall wax cold.
Yep.
So that goes to family members, that goes for the general public, because you know, like two decades ago, you knew your neighbor, man. You knew your neighbor's name, you used to go over his house. But now it's the nigga next door, man. You gotta watch your neighbor, man. Look through the blinds, like what the niggas doing over there.
Yeah.
Cause Jake now, they'll rob people in their own neighborhood, man. And that's just right now. And just wait till what like the brother's speaking about till these plans really be sent.
Yeah.
Then what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right, you know. And when martial law is declared, okay, a lot of you people, it's gonna be a curfew out here. A lot of you people not gonna be able to go outside, man. Okay? What are you people gonna do then, man? All right, when this dollar collapse, all right, and this chip, this RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is implemented, what a lot of you people gonna do then, man? Okay? A lot of you gonna take that chip, but if you take it, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay? You continue on now.
And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
Yep. And we see that right now, man. All right, you see these different false prophets saying the RFID chip, not the mark of the beast, okay? Coming with their bugged out doctrine, man. Things is contrary to the scriptures. We're seeing that right now, man, but we're gonna see that elevate even more, man. Okay? And soon, you know, when this RFID chip is implemented, a lot of these false prophets not gonna be able to deny it, man. Okay? But hey, it's gonna be a lot of blood on their hand, man. Okay, because they've been leading the sheep astray, man. Okay? You continue on now.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
That's right. You know, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Okay, because when a lot of these people, you know, don't have anything to lose, they gonna lose it, man. When they don't got no food to eat, they gonna turn against their mother or their father. They gonna turn against their wife, all right, or their husband or their children. Okay? Wait, it's gonna be like every man for himself out here, man. It's about to get very bad. Okay? But a lot of our people don't want to hear it, man. They want to trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. Okay, and that's gonna fail them. Alright, but we out here for the elect, and 1/3 we're fishing for the elect, man. Okay? Because we know 2/3 of our people not gonna receive this, man. Okay? So matter of fact, when you get that 6 address, 15, you can start at 2.
Alright, this is second. When we started 1.
Yeah, you start.
Alright, 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That's right. He put it into the mouth of his prophets. All right, that's what we out here, you know, prophesying, you know, the things that's written in the scriptures, man. Okay, telling our people America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. The race wars, the riots, these things are coming, and we're starting to see them, man. All right, we're in Jacob's trouble right now, man. Okay, but it's gonna intensify, man. It's gonna get worse out here, man.
Yeah, Atlanta's a murder. It's a murder capital.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you said, this is Jacob's trouble, man. It's shootouts on the east side all the time, man.
Yeah. You know, every time you come in your neighborhood, you hear gunshots, man. All right, you know, but
I heard something this morning.
Yep.
I heard something last night.
I heard something this morning.
See,
It's like 5 o'clock.
Yep, and you see this right now, and people are still able to go to the store. These people are still able to go get whatever their medication is. Okay, these people are still able to do their things on the day-to-day. How much more when these stores are closed down, man? All right, when these drug addicts can't go and get their prescription for CVS, man. Okay, how much more worse is gonna get, man? It's gonna get very bad out here for you people, man. All right, you continue on now.
All right, verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Yep.
Fear,
Yep. Continue on.
fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yep, don't let the people, that don't believe trouble us, man. You can't convince everybody to come into this truth, man.
Yeah.
All right, 2/3, they can't come into this truth, man. They can't receive the truth. All right, but matter of fact, 2/3, if they were to come into this truth and they fall out, they're going to be beat with more stripes, man. Okay, they're going to receive a greater judgment than somebody that never came into this thing, man. Okay, so can you read that from the top again about the shop?
This is 2 Ezra 15:3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yep, so don't let these scoffers trouble us, these people that come up on our comment boards, scoffing against us. All right, these people that's coming up against the men of the Lord, coming up against our apostles and elders, our teachers at great men at Millstone. All right, the men that been laboring in this thing, man, decades. All right, don't let these unbelievers trouble us, man. All right, vocab Malone, none of these people, man. All right, you continue on, man.
Verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. Who's unfaithful? 2/3 of our people. Okay, these people out here doing things contrary. Okay, you continue on, man.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword,
Yep,
famine,
yep.
death, and destruction.
Yep, and these things are coming, man, upon the world, man. And we're starting to see these things, man. Okay, like I was saying, they're going to intensify, man. It's going to get worse, man. We see famines in certain places right now. We see it in Venezuela, all right, in these different places, man. But a lot of these people in America, just because they can go through a drive-through, they act like nothing is going on around the world. They're like everything is good, man. Okay, but it's going to come to this place real soon, man. To the point that you can't go get none of these. Ain't no more drive-throughs at Chick-fil-A, man, for you niggas, man. Popeyes, none of that, man. Okay? These things are going to be sent, man. These plagues, all right, the pestilence, all right? It's going to be different diseases that's going to be laid out from the CDC. Okay, a lot of you people are going to perish from that, man. Okay? And then another thing, too, when a lot of you get thrown out of your houses, all right, Jake, man, they ain't used to, surviving out here, man. Okay? When you out here,
It's like, it got a little cold the other day, and you got Jake with big, heavy jackets on, gloves. I'm like, man, it ain't even that cold.
It ain't that cold, man. 40, 50 degrees, it ain't that cold. Now, the 20, 30, you might, wind blowing. Damn, 40, 50 with the sun out.
They don't take care of their immune system. So when wintertime hits and it gets a little nippy, like on my job, it don't even be cold. And everybody in the goddamn building got a long sleeve up on, and they're getting sick. They'll have the face mask, and they be coughing around each other. And if your immune system not taken care of properly, you can get sick. But that's the masses of these people. You see, so just like you said, how are they gonna react when actually a pestilence and all these different disease outbreaks actually take place? They're gonna fall sick and drop dead, man.
Well, they already got pestilence.
Everybody's on opioids.
Yep.
So, people that's dependent on these over-the-counter drugs, these opioid-based drugs, their system is dependent on them. So even with them dependent on these opioids and them not getting them, and them not getting them, their immune system is even weaker because their immune system got used to having those substances in his body, so it's even weaker then. So they'll die even quicker than a person that doesn't do drugs or doesn't take medicine.
Right.
Antibiotics.
Yep, that's right.
It's gonna break their system. Yeah,
They pay you to take flu shots now.
Yep.
Get a free gift card.
Matter of fact, you really got to get about
2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yep. And the script's going to it. And Daniel, matter of fact, can we get that Daniel 12 and verse 1? Because the times we're coming into is about to be like nothing we ever seen before, man. All right, worse than any captivity where we've been in. Okay, worse than anything we experienced, man. Worse than slavery. Okay, worse than being chained up, man. All right, the times that we're coming into, man. All right, I seen a video, recently. It was like some type of robot. All right, that was shooting some different type of ARs. All right, he had a pistol. And they was pushing him on the ground. He was shooting up on the ground. Jumping.
It was fake.
Oh, that was fake.
But it's fake, but it's a good representation of what Esau might really
It shows
actually
you what they
have.
want to do, but that's because it's based off of Boston Dynamics, and they basically
That shit was fake as hell.
they make the robots and then they'll take actors and stuff and then they'll do it. But that's what they want to do, and they put it out there. Yeah, because they want to get a reaction out of the people to see when he starts.
Hey, well, shit, Obama want to play around and say we do have an Iron Man, like he's just making light of it, but more likely they really do. Like Iron Man is probably primitive to Esau at this point. They got a lot of shit. You gotta realize they got stuff that they got stuff that is gonna make another entity crack the heavens and from another dimension.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got stuff.
That was Transformers. Was it the Dark Side of the Moon or whatever? And
Yeah, Dark
in that
Moon.
one, remember the whole point the government, that secret government wanted was that seed so they could do what? Create their own Transformers.
Uh-huh.
That was what Ultra.
Well, yeah, and if you look at the movie, you see them. They allow Optimus and them to like be a part of the military, but they got to be able to study them.
Yep.
They would study them, like you can see like certain Transformers was like being studied and watched over because they want to create their own force, and America wanted the technology first.
And then, just with Esau showing those type of things, Esau probably really has something like that, man. Okay, but it's probably classified and it's not going to be released. It's the thing is get very bad out here, man. When a lot of these troops, these foreign troops come in your neighborhood, these martial law troops, all right, we're going to see what he really has, man. Because this devil about to get took out of rulership, man. Okay, he's going to do everything that he can, to prevent it, man. So can you get that Daniel 12?
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
Yep.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
That's right, the time of trouble that we never seen before, man. Okay, to the point that we know that our Lord Yahushua, will have to come back and help us, man, with the Archangel Michael, man. Okay, because Esau Edom, he's about to come down with great wrath on our people, man. This devil goes to it in Revelation 12 and 12. Okay, he's about to get took out of rulership. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna try to destroy our people, man. Okay.
Well, he brought out Daniel 12:1 was speaking about Esau's stuff. He said this will be a time that no one's ever seen. Well, shit, we ain't never seen all what Esau got.
Right.
So of course it's gonna be a time that we never seen.
Yep.
So we gonna see things that Esau has that we've never seen. We see an AK, we see M4s, we see airplanes,
We see nuclear weapons.
we see nuclear weapons. What about the things that are unseen that Esau is storing? I'm not trying to, put that in your head. Oh, be scared of Esau. No, because we got the spirit. But
Because you gotta think, the scriptures say what? That he shall ascend into heaven and be like the Most High. He has a real pride spirit. Esau's pride is not because he got a lot of money. That's a nigga's way of getting pride. Esau's not proud because he got a lot of women. It's his capability, his resources, his ability to take an idea and create it, to manifest his idea. Like, I want this type of weapon, and I don't care. Like, I'm gonna put $6 trillion to it, and it's gonna happen. Or I'm gonna kill the scientists and find another scientist. That's Esau.
it's gonna be a time we never seen, man.
It's gonna be a time we never seen before, man. It's things that's classified right now that Esau has that's gonna be revealed in those times, man. Okay?
So like it, man, because just like Esau got things that are classified that, well, go read Wisdom of Solomon and you gonna see what the Lord has classified that we ain't never seen. Beast newly created, Leviathan coming out, apparitions coming out, all these things that people ain't never seen, all these things are gonna counteract Esau. People being beamed up in the fathership. That's something that was never seen before in this time. So there's gonna be a lot of things that a whole country ain't never been seen before.
Like a whole country, even ancient Sodom and Gomorrah was rebuilt.
Yep.
Yeah, I was watching I was watching a video earlier this morning, and it was basically that they was talking about it was a city in Russia in the 50s, and basically it was like going into like what they say was an asteroid, and it totally obliterated like a region. It was, I think it was like northeast of Moscow, but it was like in the 50s, like in the forest region, and they said it destroyed the size of Washington D.C. God damn. Right? But according to conspiracy theorists, they say that Esau was experimenting with like Tesla power type like technology, and they was testing it out there in the wilderness somewhere in Russia, and they destroyed a whole region the size of Washington D.C. You know, plus you know all the things that you hear about the Nazi experiments. So Esau is trying to do things, you know, behind the scenes. And of course, you know, he could write it off, but that's the stuff we're talking about. The stuff that Esau has that's classified that's going to soon be revealed.
That's right.
So the Lord is going to lift up a standard against that. You know, if this war could be fought with just men on the ground, so to speak, it would be. You know, but Yahweh Shai said, "From this fort shall you see the Son of Man come from heaven in glory." Right. So what does Esau have on the opposite end? You know, it's going to be it's really going to be a war of the worlds.
Yep, that's right. And right now, you know, you see, Lord willing, we be the man of the Lord, you know, on the highways and byways right now, fishing for the elect. But we know soon the men of the Lord will receive spiritual power, man. Okay? That's something that Esau, Edom, you know, hasn't seen in these times. Yet, as a matter of fact, can you get that at Jeremiah 16? About the shots?
This is Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord.
Right, yeah, that's right. You know, and right now, the prophets, we're fishing for the elect. Okay? You know, that's why we're out here, man. You know, so the elect can come into this and be sealed, man. Okay, so the elect can receive this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? We're not out here for 2/3 of our people, man. Okay? You continue on, right?
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters.
That's right. That's right, many hunters. All right, so we know the same men that's out here fishing, the men that you see, that you ride by, you know, make scoff at. You see them fishing right now. Soon they're gonna turn into hunters, man. Okay, doing what? Hunting you wicked people down, man. Destroying the wicked, man. All right, the men of the Lord, they're gonna receive spiritual power. Okay, they're gonna do great things, man. Okay, you continue on in that, all right?
It says, and they shall hunt them from every mountain
Yep.
and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
That's right. We know mountains represent governments, man. Okay? You know, so the elites of Esau, they're going to get hunted down. All right? The puppets, you know, these puppet leaders that the Rothschilds, the elites of Esau has, all of y'all are going to get hunted down, man. Okay? Y'all going to get destroyed, man. Okay? You can get that out.
Yeah, when you think about that concept, it sounds like some Terminator type of shit. You know, where you got the scanner on and it registers if you're innocent or if you're guilty, so to speak. That's why it says in Ezekiel 9:4, it speaks about the mark. Any of those that don't have the mark, so the men of the Lord are going to actually have some high technology that's going to be built in their spirits to register the righteous from the wicked in that day.
High power stuff, man.
And anybody that's something that's done for slain for death, those of them would have access to put them to death. That's why they're known as hunters. You know, hunters' main adrenaline boost and the main sense of relief is when they hunt. Is when they actually execute the prey that they're actually stalking or they're trying to prey upon. Man. You see? And we know who our primary enemy is the so-called white man. See, right now in today's time, he's an apex predator. He's hunting us.
That's right.
Scripture says that the poor of the earth sit together. But you know, you have that saying, there's no fun where the rabbit gets the gun. The transfer of power. All right, well, we actually have access in the sword the blessing sword, the sword of the blessing that was given to Esau, that blessing is going to be given to us. You see? Because everything that Esau actually had given to him divinely from the Heavenly Father, we're going to have full access even his blessing. Man.
Yep.
What you got?
That's right.
I got to put something
All right, this is Leviticus 26:7. And you shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall by the sword.
Yep.
Verse 8. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
That's right.
And your enemy shall fall before you by the sword.
That's right. You know, the men of the Lord, they're going to be protected. They're going to receive that spiritual power, man. Okay, we know that standard will be lifted for the elect. Okay, you know, they're going to be putting thousands upon thousands of you heathens and wicked people to death, man. Okay, you elites, y'all going to get caught. Y'all going to get beat, chained up. Y'all going into slavery, man. Okay, these wicked people that's going around out here doing all sorts of wickedness, okay, across the four winds, they're going to get gathered and destroyed, man. Okay, you know, but when this devil, Esau, Edom come down with great wrath, that standard will be lifted, okay, and the men of the Lord will do what they have to do, man. All right, destroying the wicked, man. So, man, can we get that in Isaiah 59? Walk the shop.
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19.
Yeah.
so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
That's right, from the west. And right now, what's in the west? America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, and it says his glory from the rising of the sun. Okay, so we know that's the east to the west. Okay, and we also know our Lord, Yahweh Shah, when he returns, he's going to come from the east. Okay, over here to America, which is Babylon.
Shall come in like a flood.
Okay, who's the enemy? All right, Esau, Edom, you other nations. All right, y'all our enemies, man. Y'all gonna come in like a flood on who? The Israelites, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, but what's gonna happen when y'all come in like a flood on us, man? All right, you can continue on now.
The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
That's right. You know, it said the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So it's going to be a standard lifted up against you damn devils that come in on us, man. All right, and what's that standard going to be? It's going to be divine intervention, man. Okay? It's going to be, we're going to receive help from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? You know, and whether it's brothers, you know, that receive spiritual power right at that time, or the Lord make a way from them to escape, you know, with the angels around them protecting them, man. But we know it's going to be divine intervention when you damn devils come in on us, man. All right, so that's why we're not afraid of you, man.
Like that show, Raising Dion on Netflix. You know, he was a child with the power, you know, but the Lord's going to give that power to actual men. The men that's teaching, you know, teleporting, like brother said, a way to escape. That's really what the standard means, a way to escape. So you be able to teleport, you know, you be able to call lightning out of the sky, fire from your mouth, super strength, fly, okay? How about Shemiah Washai is setting us up in this time now to be able to, you know, to get that power. Because Esau got some stuff out here, man. You know?
And you got this one guy on YouTube, I don't know if brothers ever seen his page, but he basically tried to downplay spiritual power, man. Why you don't want super strength, why you don't want to actually be able to know how to fly. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about because science?
I think it's because
the Edomite dude. Yeah. Well, I get what he's saying, but this is beyond science. The Lord going to do something that they can't explain, you know?
But see, Esau, he really wants to, whether consciously or subconsciously,
yeah, he don't want us
to
get
want us to tap into that power, man. Yeah. Why you don't want super strength? Hey, I want super strength to goddamn tell some real my support.
Right.
You know,
well, some niggas.
Stuff,
yeah.
Trying to write with your pen or, you know,
yeah.
have certain things like that. Something you might grab might automatically break and things like that. Yeah, I mean, you use my hand to break backs, man. That's right. The men of the Lord want to possess that power.
He said, why you don't want to do a superhero landing? Nigga, I'm going to do a superhero landing.
He actually had, he used it for that.
I'm going to crush country. It's spiritual power.
They came together
Esau feel like if he can scientifically explain it, and it makes sense only up to a certain point. But then when the spirit kicks in, the spirit is gonna overtake. It's supernatural. It's a turn though. Basically,
that's right. You know, this is the fall of Edom, and they won't rise again after this, man. Okay, these Edomites, Esau, Edom, they know that they're losing, you know, their power, man. Okay, they know that they're slowly being took out of rulership, man. Okay, and they can't do anything about it. All right, the script's going to in the Job. Matter of fact, we get that Job 14 and verse 5 over the shop. But we know, hey, this so-called white man, you know, he has appointed time, you know, that he can't pass, man. You know, being in rulership, man. Okay? And he's approaching that time. All right, so we get that Baba Shop.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 5.
Yep.
Seeing his days are determined.
That's right. Seeing his days are determined. Whose days are determined? Esau, Edom. All right, you can continue on now.
The number of his months are with thee.
That's right, with who? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. All right, you can continue on.
That has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
That's right. The Heavenly Father appointed Esau's bounds that he cannot pass. All right, you know, the Lord knows when Esau, Edom will be took out of rulership. Okay, it's not anything that Esau can do to extend his rulership, man. All right, you can't get a payment plan, you know, on extending your rulership, man.
Right.
All right, once you hit that, once you hit that time, you're gonna get took out of rulership, man.
Yep.
All right, and it's not. Oh, you can go ahead. Right?
No, it's like you got an hourglass, man.
Yeah.
You know, only the scriptures say only the Father knows the day of the time, man. Yahweh doesn't know when he's supposed to come back, but you can only imagine the Heavenly Father having an hourglass and it it's slowly, the time for Esau is like slowly like dripping away.
Yep.
Can't do nothing about it. Esau want to grab that hourglass and turn it right side up.
Yeah, that's right.
Ain't gonna work
Yeah.
like that, Jack.
That seventh one gonna sound, and that's it.
That's it.
Nothing that Esau can do. All right, that's why you see, he does all these different things to try to keep our people oppressed, man. Okay, but we see the prophets are raised up. All right, Esau knows that's his downfall, man. All right, seeing the prophets out on the highways, byways, prophesying his downfall, man. Okay, and there's nothing that Esau can do about it, man. All right, and the fluoride in the water ain't work. The GMO food ain't work. The chemtrails ain't work. All right, trying to take away, our books and everything that we had. All right, that didn't work, man. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, all right, we was able to receive this truth, man. Okay, and Esau can't do anything about it, man. You continue on.
Verse 6, turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as a hireling his day. For there is hope of a tree, if it be cut down, that it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. Though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground.
Yep, that was man. But hey, Esau, they're not gonna rise again after this, man. The Lord knows the time that he's gonna get took out of rulership. And who's up next? All right, our Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna establish his kingdom on earth. All right, and we're gonna be joint heirs with the Lord. We'll be a part of the elect. Okay, but we know the nation of Israel is next up. Okay, not the rest of you damn heathens. Okay, not you Russians over there, not you Elamites. Okay, none of you heathens, man. No matter how much you try to advance your nuclear arsenal, all right, invest in your military, all right, it's nothing that you can do, man, because none of y'all heathens will rise, man. Okay, into power. Okay, yeah, hell yeah, especially, you proud Moabites, man. I can't wait to have you in chains, man. All right, matter of fact, we get
Scripture for them.
Oh yeah, you get Psalms 2:1, Mama Kasha.
Yeah, that's right.
Because hey man, it's nothing that you other heathens can do as well, man. All right, y'all was joined with the so-called white man in our downfall. Okay, having us oppressed with them, going to your summit with them, summit meetings with them. Okay, trying to do what you can to keep us oppressed at the bottom, looking down on our people. Okay, yep, never standing up for us, seeing what's happening to us. All right, serving our people bad food. All right, overcharging our people at these gas stations. All right, speaking in y'all different tongue, things that we don't understand, against our people. All right, all these things, man, y'all gonna have to ask for that too, man. So you can get that in Psalms 2.
This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1.
Yep.
Why do the heathen rage?
That's right. Why do the heathen rage? All right, you see different articles. Is China the next? Wants to be up. All right, is China up next?
World economic power.
Yeah, it's the world economic power. Is Russia up next? All right, but the truth is, we know Yasharallah is up next.
That's right.
Okay, starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai, because his kingdom is going to be established on earth. All right, no matter how much you heathens, try to, do whatever you can do, advancing your military, seeing the downfall of America, being in the bed, with this whore. All right, it's not the signs of Esau, Edom's downfall is y'all downfall as well, man. All right, because y'all joined with them to y'all confederate against us, man. Psalms 83rd chapter goes into that, man.
That's
all right, you continue on,
So
man.
that Heavenly Father's kingdom is still even going on now.
Yeah.
Because really that deadly wound, which was, this is nothing but Rome all over again, Rome fell. And that deadly wound healed. If it was up to the Heavenly Father, we would have been in rulership, but according to his will, he designed that when we fell for it, it's still with the prophecy in Thessalonians. It says the virgins shall fall. They shall basically fall asleep. And the son of perdition shall be revealed.
Oh, lest there be a falling away first.
Falling away first.
Lest there be a falling away first.
That's
Yep.
falling away first.
Yeah, Second Thessalonians.
So us representing the virgins, we had to fall again as a nation. This is about national growth and national fall. And as a nation, we fell. And the so-called white man rose up. But this is the transition to coming like
Yep. And what's the reason, that the heathen, Esau, Edom, being our top enemy is ruling over us, man, because we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father. All right, that's why you see we under these curses, man. Okay, but we're starting to see these curses are being lifted up off us, man.
Yep.
All right, and it's gonna go on our enemies.
That's
you
right.
Continue on now.
Why do the heathen rage?
Yep.
And the people imagine a vain thing?
That's right. It's a vain thing to think that a damn Moabite gonna be in rulership next, man. All right, a damn Ammonite, yeah. The thing, yeah,
What is that? A chink. A chink. Goddamn
God,
chinks.
that's a vain thing to
Chinaman.
imagine, man. Are they not expecting a so-called Negro, you know, Latino or Native American to be ruling the world next?
Right.
They're not expecting that, man. All right, that's gonna catch these damn heathens off guard, man. All right, you get what you got.
Come on. This is Jeremiah 48:29.
Yep.
We have heard the pride of Moab.
Yep.
He is exceeding proud. All right, and you can't say that Kim Jong-un and what is it? Abe Shinto, Xi Jinping, and all these Moabites over there in Far East Asia, in the Orient, they're not proud. They hold the majority of America's debt. They have, one of the biggest superpowers in the earth, if not the biggest superpower in the earth right now, backing them up. And more millionaires in China right now than America. So, like the scripture says, they're exceeding proud. Okay? It says his loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart. I know his wrath, saith the Lord, but it shall not be so. His lies shall not so affect it. So he's thinking he's going to be the next man to rule, but the Lord said he's not going to be the next man to rule. It's all lies. It's all pride. It's all arrogancy. So the Lord is going to be the one to bring him down. And that, matter of fact, if brothers want to get it after you finish having that brother read that, brothers can go right into 2nd Ezra 16, where it talks about Asia thou wretch. Because all these countries in Asia are basically becoming a new economic power in the earth, as opposed to the east. As opposed to the west, which is we, the Rothschilds, taking the money from the west and putting it back into the east. Other than that,
The point is, that you heathens, y'all not gonna be up next either, man. Okay? Y'all are exceeding proud, man. All right, you damn Moabites, y'all are exceeding proud. Okay? Y'all look down on us, man. All right? But hey, the point is, hey, man, y'all gonna go into slavery right along with Esau, Edom, man. All right, and the rest of you damn heathens, man.
Just think of goddamn Moabites being in world rulership, like the elite, so to speak. That would mean the world language would be fucking Chinese.
Mandarin or something.
Or Mandarin, yeah. And we be speaking that white. You hear that? Niggas in the ghetto and shit speaking that. That's not gonna happen, man. Ugly as hell. Benjamin Franklin, you gonna be fucking using China notes, man. That's what you running the bag for?
Fuck New Year's Eve. It's the year of the dragon.
Yeah, the year of the dragon.
Year of the rat.
Year of the rat.
For the lows, they're gonna be fake as hell.
It's gonna be low as hell.
Where was you born? I was born during the year of the monkey.
That's born in the year of the monkey.
Chinese McDonald's going all over. They should do a scam that. That's not gonna happen. That sounds like a
Good as that what I'm saying, but that's not fucking
Joke, man. That's a joke.
Chinese sports is gonna overthrow the NBA and the NFL. The obstacle course.
American Ninja, yeah.
You're a multi-billionaire. You get a contract for $2 million for 3 years on American Ninja Warrior. Get the fuck out of here. How's that happening, man?
I tell you what, everything's gonna be made cheap.
Yeah, everything.
You get it dirt cheap though.
They push the shit quicker than
I would say that they're gonna be like the first major society to get it. As far as like willingly taking it, like voluntarily.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it.
That's right. And whose judgment was not to drink of the cup? The Israelites. All right? But we drunk of that cup. All right? Hey, all these curses fell upon us. All right? We went into slavery. Okay? Forgot who we were. All right? All these curses fell upon us. We drunk of that cup, man. All right? Look at our people today, man. We're in the hood. We're in a low condition. Okay? A lot of our people, don't know who their power is. Okay? A lot of our people going to the so-called white man for help. Okay, for answers. All right, these curses fell upon us, man. We drunk of that cup. All right, you can continue on now.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
That's right. That's a question. All right, so shall you heathens, that haven't drunk of that cup yet? Okay, that had a hand to do with us being in captivity. Shall y'all go unpunished? All right, let's see. Continue.
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
That's right. So y'all gonna drink of that cup, man. All right, the rest of you heathens, y'all gonna drink of that cup. Y'all ain't gonna go unpunished, man. These curses, that was on us, gonna come on y'all, man. Okay,
right.
y'all gonna go into captivity. All right, right. Hey, when Esau, Edom, being the top heathen, man. All right, he's gonna be in captivity right along with you Moabites, you Ammonites, you Elamites. All right, you Ishmaelites, just to name a few, man. You he's gonna drink of that cup, man.
That's right. That's right.
You give what you got.
This is Psalm 60 and 8. Moab is my wash pot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia triumph now because of me. So that's a position of servitude, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's all these other nations are gonna fall up under, man. They look down on us. They were in the crafty counsel of Psalm 3rd chapter, and now the roles are gonna reverse, man. You start to see that with Edom, man, like that beautiful video last night of that devil that got shot by the black police officer, man.
Bitch did a flip.
Yeah, did a flip, man.
Oh man, she said, "You better not. You're not gonna shoot me."
And then through her spirit, she knew. She said, "You're not gonna shoot me, nigga. You're not gonna slay me." Like, you so-called white people know you're going down, man. In your spirit, you know. The only people who don't know is these bird-brained Negroes out here, man. But your spirit, you feel it. Even like you had comedians like C.K. Lewis that said, "It's good to be a white man now, but we gonna pay for it, man." So in your spirit, all these other nations know that their end is coming.
Yep. They know it. Yep. They see, these other heathens, and they look at Esau, Edom, and see how he's running America, which is Babylon the Great. They see the downfall of this place, but they also know this day downfall as well, man.
That's right. Yep.
These heathens over, they waxing rich, man. Okay? They getting rich off the oppression of our people, man. Okay? Get serving our people bad food coming over here. A lot of them don't pay taxes. Okay? A lot of them set up these shops. Okay, and do things, it's contrary to the scriptures, man. Okay, but hey, these heathens, their downfall is coming, man.
Yeah. That's Obadiah. We go into the book of Obadiah. It says that they shall narrowly look upon thee, meaning that they're going to look down upon you, down upon your morals and your standards of what you pushing forth out here, man.
That's right.
And then the main thing is your money, and the money system. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is these nations they're going to take advantage of you, and that's beginning to happen now. Oh yeah, we'll take your debt. Just give us all your debt, and when you can't pay us back, that's your ass, Mr. White Man. The quote pops. Mr. Postman.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
That's right, rejoice and be glad. Okay, oh daughter of Edom. Okay, so you Esau, Edom, go ahead, rejoice and be glad. Because your time of rulership is about up, man. Okay, do whatever you please to do, man. Okay, because after this, man, you going into slavery, man. All right, you continue on now.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
That's right, and that cup gonna pass on to y'all, man. Okay, and y'all gonna receive double that cup, man. Okay, all the wickedness that y'all did to our people. Okay, setting our people on fire, hanging our people, feeding our people to alligators. Okay, sicking dogs on our people. All right, doing all these unrighteous things, man. All right, you Edomites, Esau, you gonna have to answer for that, man. Y'all gonna receive double the cup, man. All right, you continue on now.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquities is accomplished.
That's right, and your shame is being shown, man. Okay? Your shame is being shown. All right, and you Edomites, man, y'all won't rise again, man, after this, man. Y'all gonna serve y'all time in slavery, and the whole house of Edom is gonna be burnt off the face of the earth, man. Okay? It goes into that in Obadiah, man. All right, and there's nothing that you can do to prevent that, man. Okay? You continue
Hey,
on.
we're going to expose Esau even in that, even when we're in rulership too. Because one of the worst ways to destroy somebody is mentally, man. Telling them the truth. All these different devils, they have all these different scams.
When you're ready.
They have altering all kind of archives, all the type of wickedness, which is a small thing, but I'm just giving an example. Like the whole thing with Donald Trump and that conversation he was having with the Ukrainian president, they basically was,
was that yesterday?
they vaulted the information and they was asking for the transcripts.
No,
But through the spirit, we're gonna be all knowing in that day, and we're gonna know all this information about these devils, the information that they've been keeping classified, all the type of devilish acts, whether the presidents or the prime ministers, the mayors, the politicians that's going overseas, all the filth business that they're doing, and we're gonna tell them about themselves, man. Of course, we're gonna be destroying them, but we're gonna expose them, man. So-called Negroes like the roast, man. Like, man, you was doing that. Nasty devil, man.
That's what's gonna make us. That's what's gonna make us even angrier. That's when really the Lord can really start putting the anger of the Lord in us, because we gonna know what He knows. The stuff that we don't know is what the Lord knows. So the more we find out, the more angry we get, the more the more of a fucking ass whooping Esau gets, man.
That's right.
You know, to put it plainly.
The Lord's protecting our minds right now.
Yeah.
Because if we really saw the things Esau was doing, man, we would bug out.
We won't be patient.
Yeah, that's right. We wouldn't be patient.
It'll mess with our patience. Because, you know,
We would really.
yeah.
Yeah, we'd be ready to destroy you damn Edomites, man. All right.
Better ways.
You can go ahead and get what
Oh,
you
okay, calm.
I know.
This is because you're saying that Esau's gonna be done away with forever. This is Job chapter 20. I'll start at verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds.
Yep, that's right. You know, you see right now, Esau kingdom, you know, is excellent right now, man. All right, you see what he has in America, which is Babylon the Great, built up. All right, you know, it's excellent right now to him, man. All right, you see his military, you know, his military might, you know, it's up there with the best around the world, man. All right, this devil is proud, man. You continue on.
Gone. It says, verse 7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
That's right. Yeah, he shall perish forever like his own dung. Okay, and that's what's gonna happen to the whole house of Esau Edom. Okay, you know, just like when you use the bathroom, you flush toilet, you ain't worried about. Damn, did it make it down to Mississippi, man? So, you know, we ain't gonna worry about it, man. You know,
You take a dump. Give me a call when you make it to the other side.
right?
Give a fuck about that
Make
shit.
sure you got that. Nah, man. Once we destroy, hey, once you damn Edomite serve your time in slavery, y'all gonna be burnt off the face of the earth, man.
That's right.
The whole house of Esau Edom, we ain't gonna be looking for y'all after that, man.
Yeah.
All right, we gonna be rejoicing. Yep.
You know, Jake ain't gonna be missing no goddamn crackers, man. Like, damn, man.
We're gonna get into
Could've
that.
kept a couple of it. Nah, man.
If a nigga miss an Edomite, man, we just gonna
Yeah,
add his ass to the goddamn.
He probably was an Edomite.
right.
So it says, he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Yep.
Verse 8. Oh, Salaki.
Yep. They see him shall say, where is he? All right, you know, and hey, we're not gonna see Esau Edom again. Hey, 2/3 of our
We're not
people,
gonna say where he is.
they're gonna come back. All right, and the ones of them, the people that didn't see Esau Edom, all right, they're gonna know of him, but they're not gonna see him, man. Okay, because they're not gonna be seen anymore, man. All right, it ain't gonna be no more so-called white people in the kingdom, man. All right.
You can only imagine, man, us having a Urim and Thummim in that day. Saying, oh yeah, this was Esau 2019. This is Esau 1950, man. It's gonna be a memorial, like basically, not even remembrance of this man being on the face of the earth, man.
Yep.
Like in that time, you can only imagine. It's like, damn, yeah, you tell your great grandchild, yeah, that was Esau. You know, we overcame this goddamn devil, man. That was back in the day. You know, you can only imagine it because, hey, man, it's gonna be exterminated.
Cause they gonna be blown away by that story too. Cause in the kingdom, it's no more devil. So think how long that's gonna be. They like, what the hell, white person? You know, Edomite. Come on, bro.
Yep.
They're gonna be done away with.
It says, last part. It says, verse 8. It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Yep, that's right, you know, because after you Edomites serve your time in slavery, all right, and y'all burned out the face of the earth, we're not going to see y'all ever again, man. Okay? Esau Edom is going to be through, man. All right? You know, so, hey, that was the point on that. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to let the next brother, you know, continue on in the spirit.
Okay, good.
Foosball.
No, you good. I did go. I gotta listen.
A lot of the Edomites are afraid too. That's why what it says in Job.
No one will remember.
Please the poor.
Seek to please the poor.
Yeah. Seek to please the poor. Especially around these times and holidays. A lot of these damn Edomites will be giving out them toys for toddlers and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Turkeys for niggas.
Yeah, turkeys for niggas like Nino Brown. Hey, Esau's the biggest Nino Brown, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord is spewing out this truth. And Jake, y'all need to listen up, man. We're in a time where it's going to be real important to get this truth. And the Lord about to close the door, man. Brothers' pages are getting
Clipped like a hoe.
clipped. Little page.
Satan, man.
Petty stuff.
And we just put it right back up, you know?
Right.
or we'll just move back to daily motion.
Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him.
I was thinking about that too.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua, worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
Yep, and that's what we are here to do, to testify about the prophecies to come. And one of the great prophecies is the mark of the beast.
Oh yeah.
The mark of the beast is going to
baby.
A lot of these stores, even the nearest trap drug convenience store, Jake is using his cell phone to pay for his items. They're not paying the cash no more. So we eagerly looking for that day because this captivity is draining our spirit, man.
It is.
Oh, man.
Day by day. You working all day at your job, you ain't got time to even build yourself up.
To bring in
Building
nothing.
yourself up. Yeah, fair enough, you handle your responsibilities, but at the same time, it's not edifying our soul. We don't really need a job. We need Yahushua. He the one who put us in this captivity.
Yeah, this is like a real vampire system, man. When you watch shows and concepts pertaining to vampires, they primarily just drink your blood for power, man. And the individuals that get their blood drunk, what happens? They be sedated, so to speak. They be real dormant, you know. They basically get drained out, and that's how the system is. Esau doesn't have to literally sink his physical fangs into your skin for you to feel drained out. This system of just living here, like you said, whether it's the work, whether it's the bills, whether it's the responsibilities, it's always something that's weighing on you in the system.
Right.
You know?
And most I did say in Michael that this is not our rest.
That's not a rest.
What about souls?
That was
Not
bad.
resting. Here it is. You thinking that you walk that day, but they got you on phone calls. So,
And we'll call you.
and we'll call you right out of your sleep. And if you don't get that, then you fire. That's the real metaphor of here. Esau firing from a job that's making you. That's the way of life of living. That fire. He's the fork. He's the devil with a pitchfork. He's gonna put you in hell when you fire. Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with perfect heat.
Yep, and that's what we're doing. We're hastening the times. How we hasten the times? Putting up videos, meeting up with each other, being tight knit, like the brother said. What do you say? Honor the king, love the brotherhood, second Peter. So that's what we're doing. Hasten the day so we can get the hell up out of this captivity. It's a long list of things that we can get into. But primarily we get into these prophecies because this is what the Lord is going to do. He said it was going to happen. It's going to happen. Like he said, it's going to be captivity in Deuteronomy. On the top of Moses, Deuteronomy chapter 28. He did it. When we wrote the law, statutes, and commandments, time after time, the Lord had did it. He said he's going to send us a Savior, and he did it. So in these times, the Most High is going to commit what he said about the mark of the beast, about young and old people should be utterly slaughtered in the streets. Go ahead. Okay.
I got some too.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 51 and 14. The captive exile hasteth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail.
And that's us. That's the scripture.
Mhm.
And we're the captive, hastening for the Lord to save us up out of this pit, and that pit goes to a system. This system, it has chains on us, man. Though we have a lot of chains, we got a chain of our job. Job could be waiting in goddamn Gainesville or Texas, but the chain still got us, man.
Oh, traffic,
Traffic, yeah.
commute, and all the while it takes time to work these jobs or get to these jobs. It don't even equate to the pay, man. You know, like I was talking to this Jake on my job the other day, and I was like, man, really $13 an hour is really like $9. $9 is really like $7, you know? So if you're really getting paid $16 an hour, you're really getting paid like $13, $14 an hour. And off of all that, the income that you make, you got bills, you got hella debt, you know, you got high taxation, you got all these different things that you have to pay for, you know, to really support this system. And Esau, when you listen to these different politicians, they're all about passing policies to grant them more rights to get more money from taxpayers and up the tax bracket, so to speak, so that you can pay more taxes so that they can live more lavishly, man. So what like Nino said, the rich get richer and the poor don't get a damn thing, man. Cause the poor already poor. It ain't no lower than poor. You ain't got shit.
It's like you were saying, I seen this post where it was like, you remember when you thought when you were younger in high school, $12 an hour, seemed like a whole lot of money. And then and then the same post was like, well, shit, now you make $25 an hour and you still broke. And most people don't even make $25 an hour.
Hell no.
Most people would give away their life rights to make $25 an hour, right?
Most people put 2 or 3 jobs, $8 an hour, and they adding it up. Well, I'm making $24, but $24, I'm not seeing none of the money that I thought I would be seeing.
This is Psalm chapter 127:2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep.
Yeah, here it is. Esau's nation is flourishing. Back in the day, they used to call this the land of milk and honey. Streets of gold. But he got you waking up before the sun cracked the sky, just to get him richer, and you getting nothing. We hear this, we sowing a lot of seed, but we reaping nothing. Name me one person that's working in these industry jobs that can pay 2 months off of rent and still have enough savings to get whatever dream house or dream that they want in America, that America feeds the people. They can't.
It take 4 to 5 adults on one house to pay the rent now.
Right, exactly.
And still be struggling.
Yep. Because this system was not made, particularly for our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. It's not made for us. Hell, now the tables are being turned. It's not even made for their own people. A lot of Edomites are struggling. An article came out early this year about middle class white men are committing suicide because their jobs is not meaningful. They don't find any meaningful thing about their job, their careers, or nothing in life, even their own children. Back in the 50s, it was like that. You have one man working in the household, and the woman standing at home nourishing the kids, making babies. Yeah, making babies. Yep.
They show you on that movie Fences with Denzel Washington. He was working in a factory. They had a whole house, I think two-story house in that movie, and they had a son going to college or whatever. But he was doing all the work. And all she had to do was stay home. It used to be like that.
Yeah, you go.
Now the norm is living paycheck to paycheck. That's the norm right now. Living paycheck to paycheck.
Everybody's always on the move. Like you said earlier, it's like I remember saying, correct. You can't even be satisfied or saving your food. You're in a rush to go to work, or you're in a rush to do something so you can have enough time to go to work.
You can't really enjoy food because the worry is the next thing.
Yeah.
Like it's always a worry about something. Every step along the way, you're worried about what time you're gonna get up in the morning, what you gotta do tomorrow, what your kids gotta do, what your woman gotta do. It's all the in-between that you can't really enjoy a moment.
Even when you're at work, you may get a 30-minute lunch break and you're worried about clocking in on time for your 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like your 30-minute lunch break is actually 15 because you over here sitting contemplating what time I'm about to clock back in.
You gotta wait for food.
You know?
Microwave, you gotta go use the bathroom on your 30-minute lunch break.
It's best to just do a video.
It's really best not even eat on lunch.
Yeah.
Just do a video.
Cause you gotta really jump up from your 30-minute lunch break and get back to work, and then sometimes you might get lethargic because you eating some bullshit you gotta throw in the microwave. The waves from the microwave are destroying the nutritional content, so it's making you sleepy as hell, especially depending on the type of job that you work. I don't even eat on lunch, man.
Right.
I don't eat at a job like that.
Just by not thinking about food. But that's how wicked this society is. Like the brother read in Isaiah, we ready to get up out of this captivity, man.
You can't deal with your rib.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not to get you get tired. Yeah. Sometimes you're defeated by the day. And that kills your whole, libido, man.
Shit,
Yeah.
both of y'all be tired.
Yeah, both of you be tired, yeah.
Because she working too.
Yeah.
Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. Ye have sown much
That's it.
and bring in little. Ye eat but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
Right. Because our oppressor is not just ruler. He don't leave food for the poor in the vineyard. That's a law. Leave grapes or anything that's the food that our people can eat. Leave extras for them. Why you need all that damn food for, man? It's only one of you.
Yeah, and this is a concrete jungle. There's no, it ain't like you ride around these different parts of Georgia. And it's supposed to be the peach state. You don't see no peach trees and things of that nature. You know, peaches in abundance. And really, if this was the peach state, you would go to the grocery stores and you could buy 5 peaches for damn near $1, man.
They should give that shit away with all the fucking meal.
Yeah.
And in some areas, it's damn illegal to panhandle. You can't.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even have food. Yeah, you can't even give out food.
I mean, they locked up a couple of people.
Yeah, you get slapped on the wrist. Yeah, that's wickedness, man. Yeah, that was it.
All right, come. This is Isaiah 10:1-2, and it says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless." Because this is a society that Esau capitalizes off of the widows, the needy, the orphans. You know, he purposely makes he benefits off of the your lowest moments.
And you know what they call them? Non-profit organizations.
Yep.
Those so-called non-profit organizations that they want you to donate money. Look at the network of the motherfucker that's over that company.
Red Cross.
They
get you with this lucky, bro. A lot of these things that you think are good for the people aren't really.
Nah, it works.
This is goodwill. Everybody has this idea that goodwill and the Salvation Army is non-profit, but it's not. So they'll come to your house, take the shit that you probably can't. Like, we've all been in situations where you're moving, right? And you may not even have the time, the money, the resources to be able to move that couch or whatever. So you be like, I just give it to the Salvation Army or whatever. And the Salvation Army take that shit from you free, and they go put it in their store and sell it for a profit.
Hell yeah. Why they don't give it to a family for free?
Right. Where's the non-profit in selling something?
Right.
Thank you. Come on, I was working the goodwill, tell something. All people used to do it. Especially in Gmsatlanta, Atlanta. They just get it's like a tax write-off, so to speak. They give them the ticket receipt and they'll write that off as a claim on their tax.
Yeah, they should call it Goodwill. It should be calling it Will and Goods. Cause they got them taking your products and they got them. Hell yeah, they flipping it.
Yeah. They should call it damn eBay.
This is Job chapter 24, verse 13. It says, they are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof. Verse 14, the murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief.
Damn.
Start from the top, from the government to the media industry, all the way down to these temp service jobs, man. They daily come up with new plans to exploit our people. Yeah.
Hey, and if I could say, that sounds like a super villain, man.
It is.
Cause you know murderers, if you're a murderer, in most cases you stick to the craft of murder. If you a robber, you just a robber. You stay with that's your bread and butter is robbing. Most robbers are just stay like I said, robbers. They don't really intersect with
drug dealers.
Yeah, they're not drug dealers. They just stay with one type of crime. It says that read that over, man.
Job 24 and 13. They are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof. Verse 14, the murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy. In the night, in the night is as a thief.
So he's murdering in the morning, and then day shifts he's murdering, night shifts he's robbing. You can't say that's not America, man. Look at the death tolls. Look at all the people that's dying from legal drugs and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? All these different homicides and suicides. Really, the government is to blame for primarily all these different suicides, man. Depression is at an all-time high, and the social media, these different networks that the so-called white man puts out, it triggers certain things in your brain to make you want to off yourself, man.
High levels of lead in your body actually causes anger. That's why you have Jake in Chicago that are on, they go on murdering sprees because they live in those project buildings and there's lead pipes. Esau knows what he's doing, man.
Right, lack of minerals. Like you said, going back to the nutrition food. Like if you don't have enough minerals in your body gonna stress out.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been like somewhere that's dry? It may happen. It happened to me one time. Then when I started getting on minerals, the food helped my mood swings to be better.
Magnesium deficiency.
Oh yeah, that's
stress and anxiety.
And you be riding somewhere. Here it is. You woke up thinking like, oh, you want to have good something in your mind.
Yep.
You wake up, you riding down with something stressful. This habit, it's like damn stressful. It's because of the damn lead that's in the water, poison, different poisonous things in the food.
That's right. No, that was that. You got it.
This is Psalm 10 and 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places.
It's Pinocchio. Like the story, the rich man on Pinocchio. They were stealing the children. And what? Turn them
you go over just a little bit, not a lot. It ain't gotta be a lot. Just a little.
They was enjoying the time with those people who locked them
They
up.
were giving them drinks and stuff, playing pool.
Yep. And one dude was like, call my mommy, because he said that he was turning to a jackass. And all he could make is brazen noise like a donkey, like. and then what's the name? Pinocchio, he was over there chilling.
Yeah, a lot of old movies scary as shit.
I don't think I seen that.
And them ears popped out on him.
Yeah. And that's hey, Kawada too, the Apostle Bar made that video on that too. But looking back at that movie, let's talk about the elect too. Being in society, waking up to the truth. But that's what the elite do. They stand in the
fun land.
You got cops on the highway scanning your car. Yeah, with their lights off.
Right. And at 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
That's dangerous.
Looking like a goonie, man.
Oh, you know,
Right.
Hey, but you know what? Through the spirit, what they doing in South Fulton now is during with you brothers. If you ever drive by the school, school zones, man, don't go over, man. You don't even need police out there now. They got scanners out there. They gonna start sending bills in the mail behind us. So if you going 10 miles over just on some getting through, and you thinking you sweet, now they gonna send that shit in the mail. $75 fine, $100 fine.
Sure, they send it to a collection.
I'm just gonna come out straight. You know them the buses. When they stop,
them buses. They got cameras.
I ain't gonna lie,
Oh, yeah.
I got a ticket. This shit was $250.
Them bus tickets is expensive as fuck. They don't play that.
It was on the totally opposite other side of the street.
You can't go past them.
Gotta stop.
You gotta stop.
When they got that stop sign, everybody gotta stop.
Oh yeah.
I want to say, and here it is, Esau is the reason we feel like we don't have enough time. We're in a rush, but then you go too fast. Look, he got us in his trick bag.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. He literally programs us to where we're always in a rush. We gotta get there, and then we pass a fucking school bus, and he send your ass a ticket. You know, like, what you want me to do?
Ain't nobody crossing the street on this side.
Like,
how the hell you gonna ticket me riding the HOV lane without two people or a passenger in your car? They can fine you for that.
He creates the scenario and then give you a slap on the wrist when you got them break the law.
So he creating all this chaos.
That's
And he blaming it on the people.
That's in the lurking. This is again Psalm 10 and 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor.
That bitch Amber guy had no reason to go in that man's house. No reason. Just going in the Jay had the right to yell like, hey, what's up? He probably in his house. You know Jake is in the house. Yeah, I mean, he's like, hey, who got the door? And she open the door, shooting the man down in his own home.
They don't got 10.
Right. Knowing damn well, that's his house. Who you know go to their own house and don't know who's in it? Like what the? Don't know the window panes, framing, don't know the house setting or nothing.
Unless that bitch is hot.
Yeah.
She had to be on some drugs. Nah, she went. She. I think they already had some conflict. When you go into the story, I think they already had some type of exchanges before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And she just blew him away. She blew him away, and that 10 years that she got is more than likely gonna be 4 or 5 years probation on good behavior. Cause they already patting her polished her up before she even went to fucking prison, man.
How do we know that
She even went to prison.
get locked up?
Yeah.
Esau tell us
We
that
don't.
she got time, but that don't mean it. That bitch could be somewhere in the islands on the beach right now with,
She's celebrating from that shit.
celebrating.
Her name is goddamn, instead of Amber Geiger, it's
Yeah,
probably
she just
goddamn
dyed her hair
Amy
with
Jones.
medicine, shit
Yeah.
like that.
Amy Jones.
That cat she killed was an activist mother, too.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Both of
Jake is
them,
an
both of
activist.
them,
He used to
both of
be
them, John.
So, yeah.
When they hate that.
Yeah, they really.
This is verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor.
This white man is like what was the tiger on Jungle Book? Shao Kahn.
Yeah, Shao
That
Kahn.
little demon.
Esau is Shao Kahn, man. He just waits. He's always looking to get you into, just to trap you up and devour you. The scriptures say that Satan is as a lion that's looking, that layeth waiting to devour, man.
Seeking who he may devour.
Yeah, seeking who he may devour, man. Esau is always just lurking, man. He's cameras. He's in your house.
He's in your pocket.
Online.
He's in your pocket. He's on every aspect of your. Let him hit you with this, right? How this
It's on your TV.
this technology of Big Brother watching is heavy, man. I'm watching. This brother put me on Dolomite, right? How I watch Dolomite on Netflix, right? On my ribs, Netflix, not mine. I don't even got the app on my phone, nothing. Why is it that I go on my YouTube a few hours? They got all kind of Dolomite clips and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And y'all are listening, man.
And it ain't even, I'm not cut you off. It ain't even like it's a devil on the other line. Listen, they got algorithms. They got this the technology. You know, because back then they would actually have to have a couple devils in certain places, whether they're doing infiltration of organizations. Nowadays they just build a whole system that is built in to track you. Your phones.
They got a curriculum now called cybersecurity or cyber technology. Yeah, cybersecurity too. Yeah, cybersecurity.
That's a big salary too.
Yeah, that money. We was building that site down there in Augusta. They got it down in Augusta.
Cybersecurity site?
Cybersecurity, yeah, site.
This is yeah, I have a little more. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him in his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong
Hey,
hands.
like so like y'all I saw this fact earlier about cheetahs and how cheetahs are very sadistic animal. Like they'll basically they might catch a gazelle, like a little baby gazelle, and they'll actually make the gazelle think that it's like we're friends. And they'll act the gazelle thinking it's about to get raised by this. It's like, nah, I'm just gonna play with you a little bit and then I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah,
that's how these animals move. That's Esau. Esau will have you in the spirit of like, yeah, we cool. I love you.
Oh, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, yeah. And then before you know it, Esau will strike, man. All right, matter of fact, you still in Psalms?
Yes.
He plumps you up. Oh, that's what people do at the slaughterhouse.
Psalms 7 and 14.
You'll raise livestock and you might massage them, you might talk to the certain animals, depending on the type of slaughterhouse or the individuals that run it, and the level of luxury that they have amongst the animals. But the primary goal is to raise it up and to fatten those animals as much as possible, and then you slaughter it. You don't want an animal that's malnourished. You want one that's actually fattened up and that feels secure
kind of healthy, yeah.
and it has a level of comfort. Because actually, when you kill animals, you want their stress levels to be as low as possible, so that the meat won't get extremely tense after death.
Yeah, the toxin won't hit his
That's why
flow into his muscles.
Beef or what is that?
Wagyu
beef.
I
Yeah.
believe beef is so expensive because
Wagyu,
the Japanese they get those cows massages,
They play
they get
music.
beers, they play music, they're pampered, man.
Yeah, they pamper.
Because Because stress is what releases, is what creates fat.
Mm-hmm. Like it's a way to kill fish. Mm-hmm. Like most of the ways that people kill fish is they'll just suffocate it.
Damn.
They'll suffocate it. You know, they take out the water.
Yeah.
Basically, it suffocates.
Yeah.
It suffocates in their skillet. But actually, what you want to do is the best way to do it is you got to spike his brain. You got to kill his brain function first. Then you're able to let it. Then it relaxes.
Like hunting deer is better with
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, because when you hit the brain, all the functions
stop.
Then you'll able to scale it, because like you can look at the comparison. I watched a video on it, and the one that's killed the traditional way, just suffocating it, it's a lot more blood in it. But with the other one, it's a lot more white, like how you usually see when you eat it. It's less blood. So there's like more humane ways to kill animals. Even though we slaughter animals, there's a way to do it.
There's a righteous and a wicked.
Yeah, you know, there's a way to. Yeah.
I even watch fishing catches. Sometimes they'll catch the fish, and they have like a fish bat, and they'll just beat it like that. Or they'll put it. This way is kind of another alternative. I like that way though. Spike the brain, but you cut the gill and then put it back in the water in a bucket and let it bleed out. When it bleeds out, you get a fresher meat as well. But to spike the brain, that sounds more.
Yeah, that's
and it's easier on the animal.
Easy on the animal.
That's the way they say that's how they do it in Japan. You know, they spike the brain and do it. Or I guess you could cut the gill, but it's still suffocated. But there's different ways to do it. The way it's more humane. You know.
Esau fattened up Jacob.
Because animals are creatures too.
It's a certain time the Lord just gonna have it to where Esau just gonna bring out martial law, man. Not just only in certain scenarios like Boston Marathon. You know, the Boston troops came up in Boston and raided the whole neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Look for the dude.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen this time. It's gonna be an all-out warfare. But the Lord is not allowing it to happen until the elect are sealed, according to Revelation chapter 7. But you guys are still.
Can I keep put up?
This is Psalm chapter 7, verse 15. It says, he made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch. Which you
verse 14.
Okay, come, Salaki. Verse 14, it says, behold, he traveleth with iniquity, and have conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood.
Oh yeah, well, conceived in mischief, like we're going into, you know, his martial law, him shutting down his society. He's gonna shut it down and start it back in his mind. You know, that's what he thinks in his mind. All these different things he's doing, the Rex 84s, all these plans he has, that's mischief that he's conceived. Go ahead.
Verse 15, he made a pit and digged it.
Yeah, that system. All right, it's like the cartoon shit. All right, Esau has this idea where Esau is literally Wile E. Coyote. You know, he has the perfect blueprint, all these plans, he got the schematics and all the acne or whatever contraptions and shit. Yeah. But every time what happens to Esau, he falls into it, man.
Yep.
All right, keep going.
Come. Verse 15 again, he made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made.
Yeah, all this stuff he has planned for us.
What kind of dumb shit? That's dumb.
Yeah, he's gonna fall into it because the scriptures says to us what in Job the 30th chapter that he's the basis of men. All right, so he's not a smart guy. It's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that gave him these through Satan, really. Well, how should
right. Satan is cunning.
Yeah.
So Esau tapped into that, but Esau himself, he you know, he didn't think everything through like he thought he did.
That goes to Haman the Agagite. He built the gallows. Those gallows he built, he
gotta go home.
Man, that is that pit. Yep. Because he
That's
was
the
real
pit.
close to the king.
Because that goes into the pit.
Yeah,
that pit because he wanted to do what? He wanted to eradicate all Israelites. The same thing that they want to do today. So that pit is like you said with the gallows which he hung on, man. Esau gonna fall in all these traps. He gonna die by his own CDC diseases. He gonna die by his own weapon, his own sword, his own blessing. He gonna die by the nuclear missiles. All right, the race war is gonna come against him. It tells us in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. the sedition in streets.
They shall not regard
Power shall
kings.
be- They shall stand in the power of the people.
Yep.
Roughly paraphrasing. So
Yep.
everything he think he gonna do is going to really backfire on his ass.
Yeah.
His own people feeling that right now. His own people feeling that right now.
Yeah, like you going into the middle class death, you know, and even the rich, these super rich individuals, they feel void, man.
Yeah.
That's why for even Esau to make such a foolish attempt to destroy and eradicate portions of the world in order to rebuild, that's asinine in itself.
Exactly.
But he's really going to that extent because first and foremost, he's already destroyed most of the world, and he feels like, you know, I got to keep going. I got to actually destroy, you know, on an Ordo Ab KO Phoenix type of mentality. I got to destroy at this point. I have to keep destroying in order to actually have life thrive, which is not even going to work, man.
Really, he's just trying to keep his reputation.
Yeah, that's it.
That's that dust that the Lord put on that serpent in the garden. Beautiful. And in Revelation 20, verse 6, he's still
The belly.
Deceiving the earth. He's still deceiving the earth by his philosophies, his doctrines, his ways. Like you said, the leopard.
It's more than Drake. I said Drake.
Like he actually, what's the word?
Like sadistic. Like it's a way of. He likes to play with his prey. Right.
Yeah, sadistic means
You get
pleasure.
You
get
pleasure
pleasure
by
out of pain and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That is
but,
sadistic.
yeah, but it's gonna come back to bite him. But the Most High has a such thing as karma, which He is the author of it. You do bad, you're gonna get bad reward. You do good, you're gonna get good reward. Reap what you sow. Yep.
This scripture, I will quote it. This is 1 Peter 5 and verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
And that's why we're a threat.
Cherish your
We're a
team.
threat because
Which one
we're kind of too strong for him. You know, like
Getting old, too.
he knows that once he attacks us, it's a different.
No.
It's a different
Get your bones
result.
hurt.
Whereas these other niggas out here, he's like he got them in the headlock, man.
Because we standing on something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Jake, they
I need some magnesium.
I got something.
Does it work?
I was taking them, but then start getting low.
Stuff like that. But we standing on the real
I'm
standing.
gonna finish some more.
We saying that the Almighty Creator is going to save us. He set up the standard for us and set it that when these troops come in like a flood, the standard should be set against you. And what's that standard? Touch not my anointing.
Yeah. That's why the spirit was on Apostle Tahar. It's probably about a year or two ago now, where he just kept saying almost in every video that hundreds of millions of Israelites are going to die, man.
Yeah.
Because Satan got their number. When we speaking about Satan, we're speaking about the physical counterpart Esau, man. He's got these niggas' numbers, man. He got them figured out. He knows their vices. He knows their weaknesses. He knows, like again, we was speaking on Halloween night. Temperature dropped to like 36. Don't get me wrong. I don't like the cold. All right, I don't like the cold either. But it wasn't to the extent that Jake was. You got Jake in their house cutting the temperature up to 80 degrees and shit.
Yeah, like, it's not
Fuck
that.
it.
You know, they got fur and all. You're like, bro.
Jay got a whole mink coat.
This ain't a last.
Niggas looking like right.
You know, but Esau knows that. That's why the scriptures say, "Pray not your flight be not in the winter," because winter and niggas don't mix.
Bro, the cold and Jake don't mix.
Cold and Jake don't mix.
And Esau knows
So
that.
if I'm Esau, hey, I'll put you niggas out in the winter. Fuck that.
Yep.
That summertime, because a nigga can parlay under a tree and be chilling in the shade. Cool. Nah, do that in the cold.
Was that
You know?
cool in the shade, sip a little lemonade.
That was in a dance spirit. Look.
Jay.
You know, like December, you know, in
Job
about another
chapter
month or
36
two,
is
but not now.
Trying to, bring the point back to life. You know what I'm saying? Like more of a optimistic. Job 36 and 15. He delivereth the poor in his affliction and openeth their ears in oppression. You know, so like.
No, he's doing that now.
Yeah.
He's doing that now. He's opening the elect ears. What is the ears? Your mind, your heart. You soaking this in. You're allowing it and applying it to your life, like you would do a rap song, or like you would do a curriculum in college, whatever it may be in life.
Yeah, and that shows you that the Lord visits his people, whether they're on a certain degree at a certain time. Because it says that he opening their ears, what, in affliction?
Oh, so like, you want to read it?
Yeah, you can read it.
So Job 36:15, he delivereth the poor in his affliction.
He delivered the poor in his affliction. Keep going.
And openeth their ears in oppression.
Yeah, openeth their ears in oppression. And you see these different artists, these so-called hip-hop artists in prosperity trying to rap about being Israelites, man. The Lord deals with the lowly. That's why these guys, they did like Kendrick Lamar. You know, a little while back he was speaking about, he had that, what was that album called? That damn album, and he spoke about Jaja and all these different things. What happened to that? He back to being a big boy nigga, man. And after that, he made that adulterous ass song with Lil Wayne, man, on that Lil Wayne album. But the point is, you know, these jakes that claim to basically be in alignment with the Most High and their prosperity, the Lord doesn't deal with the ones that's prospering, man. Because they forget. They use it as a trend. The Lord is dealing with us in our lows. Because at the end of the day, what did it say in Proverbs? Give me poverty nor riches, lest I be full and forget. These guys tend to forget the Lord. But when you low, you know, you always contemplate and you always in the spirit of the Lord, man.
Yeah, I did the same thing. He forsook his riches.
Yeah.
He gave away his riches that he made in the time of Job.
Moses.
Yeah,
Just think of Moses still had that money when he was in Egypt. Job, which Moses always had integrity, of course, but his integrity wouldn't have reached his peak if he had all that money in abundance. Because you're gonna always rely on the substance that you have in times of grief. That's why we know when the society falls, these different multimillionaires, they're not gonna try to depend on the Lord. They're gonna try to get a flight out of America, and they're gonna say, "Fuck you, niggas." If they could get a ticket, and if they could get out the country, and if they ain't even gonna, even if it's a ticket for them, they ain't gonna take their girl. They gonna be like, "Good enough, man. You know, I'll get another chick later." You see, so that level of Lord ain't dealing with that, man.
I know the brother in Chapel Alex, he sent me a video, it was like an hour-long video of this rapper. He knew he's known he's an Israelite for like 3 years now. Follows IUIC, some GMS pages, I think, and he rapped. The Lord gave him a nuke dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you seen that one? The Lord gave him a nuke dream.
Yeah, we seen that guy, Nuke Dream. That's the dude that Tazwan did the video on. The Jake with the braids. Yeah, him. Yeah.
With the Yayana.
Yeah. I went to his page.
He just got rap videos.
Yeah. But it was like they go back like 5-6 years ago. So he must have found out he was an Israelite. Like recently.
His page been up since 2011.
Yeah.
So he known.
Dang, yeah, he known. Yeah.
This is I got research. This is Psalm chapter 34. I started at 17. It says the righteous cry and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Verse 18, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart and saveth such as of a contrite spirit.
We all spirit in this burden of debt society, man. The Lord is hearing our cry. We are in trouble, man, with the government, man. Soon later, these garnishments programming gonna be on the job, whether it's a low-paying job or whether it's a high-paying job. They're just gonna take your money out of your check, whether it's child support, school loans. They just gonna wipe it out. Yeah, they ain't gonna wait. I don't think they're gonna wait till the check. They may do it, but
they got debt prisons. You're not able to pay student loans, different debts. They're
gonna start treating your ass like an indentured servant.
I was just gonna say that they go back to indentured servant, because that's what they were. England was shipping all them Edomites over here to pay off their debt. Basically, they was in debt prison. They had to work it off.
That's the mother of Babylon. That's the mother of Babylon the Great. So Babylon the Great is going.
That's how America got started.
Yeah.
Debt prison.
Yeah.
That's why we're considered common people. That's why anytime anything with the Queen of England or her son, that shit shut down all the
Man,
TV.
you got the fucking big.
You would have thought somebody big died, but it just be Prince Harry got married.
Looking like he finna be
And
the
all the
next 10
channels
hours.
just taking up with that shit because we're
enough for
slaves
2
to them.
They ain't worrying about Jake in the hood starving or Jake just trying to pay off debt or being sick. or us coming out and telling them about all the atrocities that their forefathers did.
Esau's in a whole nother world, man.
Yes.
When you deal with, I be listening to 88.5 and these different devil these devil channels. The last thing they're thinking about is niggas, let alone what niggas is doing. You know, activism and things of that nature. You know, if it's not pertaining to a corporation with a LLC or whatnot that's registered under the government where they're actually benefiting, they don't get hell about it.
Man, David D. Rothschild talking about the biggest problem that we have right now is climate change.
Go through the spirit, that climate change, that's Esau's way of telling you why you're at fault. It's another way of saying you're an indentured servant, you're in debt to me.
Yeah, Bill Gates talking about declining the population. Giving out vaccines. And these damn jobs right now, I bet they're great. You have to get line up to get a flu shot. And if you don't, you get fined. Or something. She's spending on fire.
You file your taxes. You file your taxes. And if you don't have health care, you can get penalized for that.
Trump stopped that.
I think Trump did. He recently stopped. One good thing Trump did, man. Shout out to Trump, man.
DJ Trump. DJ Trump.
They told us that on the construction job in 2015, man. I was like, oh, yeah, it's over there. They gonna start garnishing our checks for real.
But that's what made niggas trust in Egypt, because at the end of the day, you know, we joke around and we just, you know, humorously speaking, but we don't give a fuck about these Federal Reserve. We trying to get up out of this kingdom, man. You know, this ain't no get rich or die trying program, so to speak. But Jake, they hear certain things like that, they like, man, look, I just need to be in America a little bit longer, man.
Right. It's
you
not
know?
finance. Like the brother, the elder in UK said, he said, the problem with us, Jake, is not financial. It's deeper than that. That's that wound that can't be healed that the Most High put on us. From slavery, man. Even from the time of slavery, the Roman invasion. We was stricken with hell, man. Ever since King Solomon passed away, we were going through hell.
That's true. Yeah, true.
We been going through
When he passed
hell.
away, that was
it.
That was the end of peace.
Yeah, we was always in captivity. Ain't no telling what they did to
I was telling.
Yeah, Babylon, Persian Empire.
I'll tell you now.
And then Esther, she had to make that. She had to go with a heathen. She had to marry to a heathen just to save the nation. Like we went through hell, and we was in the kind of like the problem of integrity because we knew who we were at that time.
We had to compromise ourselves, man.
But still, the Lord, I just going to show you that it shows you the duality of the Lord, the mercy that He showed upon us, and also how wicked our people are, man. Because really, we deserve all the ass whooping we got, man. Yeah. Because our people are evil as hell, man. You know, like I did a lesson the other day dealing with Issachar, man. You know, they in the day of yesterday and today, the day of the dead. And it's like Issachar ain't got their ass whooped enough. You know, like Issachar ain't got his ass whooped enough to know, like, man, let's just get right, man.
Well, this is really a holiday that was celebrated before Columbus's Columbus's arrival. I was reading about the Day of the Dead on Blacklisted. I think a brother actually posted articles. They took this day very, very extreme. Like, you know, you think about just trick or treating. They was taking like people's bones and their body parts. I forget what the hell they was doing. They was doing some weird, perverse stuff. Those Aztecs were real weirdos, man. You know, they really cherished bodily extremities and things of that nature.
Yeah, because they believe that the body parts, basically your ancestors' spirit was connected to their body. That's how they, so you gotta have the body.
They played the instruments. They would play instruments with people's bones. You know, like if you would have the drum, you would actually use certain.
They was using magic really back then.
Yeah, they was using magic. So that's why a lot of these Aztecs, and you can't have remorse for these Mexicans getting kicked out. A lot of these Mexicans sick any goddamn way, man. You know, and they really generations. What I would say, not successors, but grandchildren of those ancient Aztecs.
Yeah, that's them coming back.
That's them coming back, man.
They're reincarnated.
You know.
That's idol worship.
Idol worship.
It's just straight up idol worship. Yeah.
This hopping back on Esau. This is 2 Thessalonians 1:7, it says, "For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who not letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming."
Yeah, the Lord let you Rothschild, you central bankers, rule for enormous time. He let you do that. You didn't do it by your own power. The Lord let you murder his son. The Lord let you touch the apple of his eye. Now the Lord is revealing you. Like it says in Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. He saw your nakedness. And what is one of your nakedness? Is that you the devil. You put out people in slavery. You the murder. You're a murderer. And only the men of the Lord will understand this. But also Jake is coming out too. That don't that haven't came to the light yet. The truth yet.
Okay. Remember that?
Jake is saying that Chief E from Lamont, he posted a video about dude wearing the jersey and going up the fist with the reggae flag. I mean, Jake is, that ain't woken up, but I'm saying like Jake is like, well, you know, he is the enemy in some type of way. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So those are
lying to the fact who the so-called white man is.
yeah, and it's not just
They know you're the devil.
It's their whole
They don't
nation.
know his nationality.
From the head to the
To the tail, that's right. Rooted to the tutor.
I got it. This goes to the reason why we're in the punishment, or why the Lord said so. In Jeremiah 16,
like
it
that one.
says, it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God? Verse 11. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken them, and have not kept my law, and ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye will walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Verse 13, the quote. Therefore, I will cast you out of this land, and to a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. So you got it. Okay, come.
That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. It's a call going off with worshiping bones, the dead. Even though they're down in Venezuela, here it is. They starving. They killing each other over a morsel of bread, doing anything. And these niggas go to the grave site and pray up a thief or some great man that once lived in that land when the land was flourishing. And pray that they get those same things that the land was good back in those days. Like bring back the time that they was good in. The Most High is punishing us for that, man.
Like how when Method Man and them stole what was that? One of the presidents? Yeah. George White. Who one of the presidents?
That was Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. They rolled up their ashes. Oh, James was smart. Matter of fact, the Outlaws and Tupac, they smoked his ashes. Off, man. Wickedness. Yeah, that's why I like. Well, right now Jake is getting murdered. You had a little girl get snatched up, and it's like these people, man. They get on the camera. These relatives, they don't show no remorse in their face. They just dark, man. They hide. It's just not there, man. It's not affection as it was shown back in the early days when our grandparents did. It's no affection in their speech. It's just us the next day, the little nigga woman, she got snatched up and killed. Oh, we about to go out to welfare and stamps, man. We can't use her now for no more stamps, so like, I mean that's how it was in this news article. It's like no affection. Here it is. They got I think it was a Halloween party, and the little children they playing out in the community. No adults out there to watch. And then you see you showed it on camera how the abductors just walked past the children twice and then just snatched her up, walked away casually, like nothing ever happened. That's what usually goes on out here, man. Dwight, how about Sean Shy ain't got no children? This word will stress you out.
Hey man, at the water, how about Shimmy Al-Shai? He's with the Octan who do have children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to, balance it all out.
Yeah, it's a balance. Yep.
Baruch chapter 1 and verse 21. It says, nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us. But every man followed the imaginations of his own wicked heart to serve strange gods and to be evil in the sight of the Lord our power. All right? And that's basically, like the brother saying, they worshiping the dead, they going into all kind of idolatry, smoking their relatives' ashes and shit. That's total wickedness. And our people have been going off, even from the time when Moses was on Mount Sinai getting the commandments. Throwing the golden calf together, man. All right? So our people have been wicked, man, and gonna continue to do wickedness, man.
And a lot of these kidnappers be their own parents.
Mm-hmm.
Stepfather kidnapped his own daughter. Well, the daughter of another man's loins. And then, it's like I said, man, love of many should wax cold. It's happening right now. These children, man, they are in bad case, man. Whether their parents got good money or whether their parents are poor. This incident with the scientists in New Orleans, a known scientist, these Jake, they got it, man, to the point that depression shouldn't be as much as a Jake in the hood. And here it is, the damn mother, she murdered her 2 children and murdered herself. For what?
She shared that woman I was telling the brother ride over in Noonan County, which is not too far from here. A woman killed her 20-month-old son or child because of dirty diapers.
Yeah.
People on edge, man.
Yeah, people on edge. And through the spirit, I was trying to do a lesson on it. And it was like, the spirit kind of had it where it was like, really? Hey, man, you understand, if you're a parent and you're a parent in 2019, you understand. These kids is bad. Yep. And they don't have the same understanding as us. And really through the spirit, the brother said about the men of the Lord that's pushing the word, our kids aren't like the rest of these kids out here. A lot of these 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds, you be ready to kick their ass like a football, man.
Right.
Like you be ready if they take you there, man.
I got personal testimony in that shit. Yo, man, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Real quick.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 32, bro. It says that the earth shall be laid waste, and the field thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns. All right? Because no man shall travel through, through. Verse 33. Well, verse 32 shows you that the spirit of this place is going away. You know what I'm saying? All these holidays, and even we're talking about how these wicked ass nigger women and nigger men treat their children. The spirit of having kids is getting annoying too. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother said it, the love of many is waxing cold and colder. And like Yahweh Shai said, speaking on this generation, is filled with degenerates. Okay?
What scripture you read from?
2nd Ezra 16 and 32.
I got something.
Verse 33 says the virgins, since we're speaking about the women and the children right now, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. All right? That happened during, I forgot what president, but during, I want to say Reagan, when the men were starting to get kicked out of the houses. All right? Where children weren't growing up with dads. Verse 33, it says the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands.
A lot of these men are sodomites. A lot of these women are lesbians.
Man, you women don't. Hey, man, you women don't deserve your kids, man.
That's it.
I wouldn't give you your kids if you was Sarah.
Most of these people, hey man, through the spirit, really, all of us at this point are kind of what's the word? What's the word when you're unable to make children? Barren is another word, but sterile. Yeah, most of us are sterile at this point from all this fucking food and poison in the water. Like shooting blanks like a motherfucker now.
I didn't know I could pull up. It says the woman shall mourn having no husband, their daughter shall mourn having no helpers. So it's like, just like the brother was speaking on, you got this wicked ass holiday, the day Halloween that just passed. You got little children being abducted by randoms with no help. And you, like you said, the dude walked past 2-3 times and scooped her up and just kept it moving like nothing. Like the child was his.
Yeah, I heard
no help.
He sexualized it, murder.
Jake be doing that stuff too.
Yeah, that was Jake.
So I said you can't, like I was saying
out here
when we got here, we can't talk that shit no more. How like, hey, that's Edomite shit. Oh man, white kids be bad as man. No, these little nigga kids be bad as hell. All right, our people, we can't. There's shit that you can say 20 years ago. You can't say that shit.
Yeah, you can.
These Edomites have a smell. No, you niggas have a smell.
Yeah, niggas do. Yeah.
Your father the devil.
Right. Yeah. Because they follow Esau. They do Edomite stuff.
You're gonna do things just like your dad.
Bronze Edomites.
Hey, and times have changed too. I remember being a kid growing up, you either had to hold your damn parents' hand or walk in front of them so they can see you. You know, ain't none of that walking behind shit or going too far off the stoop. You know, but nowadays they don't give a fuck about these kids. Man.
They jumping out the post.
Yeah.
Like he was.
Man, I couldn't even leave it.
If a nigga came in the hood and he was weird,
Yeah.
everybody
know.
know. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
the adults when they do that, the teenagers do.
Run his
like
ass
the older
out of the
cousins,
hood. Right.
jump
Yeah.
that nigga. Right. Like Jeffy being lurky, like what are you
Doing
doing?
it right. He up to some
He
shit.
up to- Ain't like that no more.
Now everybody's fucking weird.
Right.
You can't decipher.
That's
Man,
right.
these teenagers these days so weak,
Yeah, it's lazy.
docile.
Yeah, like Scary
Teenagers.
Movie, everybody chilling with the murderer.
Right.
Right. That's how it is. But
Teenagers
they've
be
been doing it since your Howard Shine burned. That cat, the murderer, that he said, release him. Barnabas. Yeah.
I gotta do something.
teenagers be
There's a few verses
17
we
with
don't
the
mind.
mind of a
This
7-year-old.
is Wisdom of Solomon 4, and we're gonna start at the top, verse 1. And it says, "Better is it to have no children and to have virtue, for the memorial thereof is immortal, because it is known with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai with man. When it is present, men take example at it, and when it is gone, they desire it, and wear the crown and triumph forever, having gotten the victory, striving for undefiled rewards. But the multiplying broad of the ungodly shall strive, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation." All right, verse 4. It says, "For though they flourish in branches for a time, yet stand not last, they shall be shaken with the wind." Those imperfected branches is children, man. Like when it speaks about Ephraim, is that Ephraim in Genesis the 49th chapter? That his branches spread over the wall. All right, that word branch goes into mean sons.
Yeah, you ever see go to it's called family reunion. They got the
family tree. So it says I'm gonna go to verse 5 now. It says the imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruits unprofitable. Because that's the thing about it. A lot of these Jake children are unprofitable as hell. Like the brother was saying earlier about him getting a ticket. Every time I'm behind a school bus in the morning, I'm mad. I'm always mad because it's a school full of fucking idiots. Let's just be clear. It's a bus full of idiots and niggas that ain't gonna amount to shit, slowing me down.
Right.
Yeah, I remember one time, man, I got a ticket in the school zone, man, and I was driving with a friend of mine. He was like, "Man, wait, slow down, man." I said, "Man, fuck them kids, man." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Niggas, it's the truth. The kids ain't learning shit in these schools, man. All right? So it says the imperfect branches shall be broken off. And that's where the 2/3 come in, man. Also the 2/3, and then in Romans the 11th chapter, it talks about the grafting in, but the elect is gonna be grafted in, the lost sheep. But for the imperfect branches, them shit, they're gonna be broken down and thrown into the fire. All right?
No need to.
And it says their fruit unprofitable, not right to eat. You mind if I get a scripture? 2 Ezra 5 and 8.
Yep.
Let's go into the figs.
Huh?
We're going into the figs.
2 Ezra 5 and 8.
No, what you was reading? What you reading at?
It's something about children. Somebody what you talking about? Slug.
Okay, no, I heard what the scripture says, so I got a precept with it.
Okay, can I read it again for you?
Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 5. And it says the imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not right to eat, yea, meat for nothing.
Okay, okay, come.
As a matter of fact, bring out the 2 Ezra 5 and 8 out.
Okay. This is
I got
2 Esdras chapter 5 verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Yeah, this is confusion city, man. All right. Look at the look at Isaiah 3:12. Right. It says women shall bear rule and children shall oppress them.
Yeah.
It's oppressive to have children on this side, man. You know, as a spirit, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Having children is oppressive as hell, man. Your children don't live to serve you. You live to serve your goddamn child. Man. All right, and we have that understanding, but these people of the world, they don't got that understanding, and they gonna snap, man. All right, people lose sight of when all hell breaks loose out here. Let me tell you what's gonna cause a lot of parents to kill their own lovely children: boredom. Nah, before hunger kicks in, that fucking boredom, man. When Jake don't got no entertainment, they don't got no iPad, they don't got the phone, they don't got Netflix, they don't got Hulu, they don't got whatever streaming, they don't got Disney Stream, whatever things that they use to keep their mind occupied away from reality, that's gonna be a real, withdrawal.
Yep.
You know, there was a study that said that basically like an hour on an iPad, because Steve Jobs, he didn't even let his children use iPads. He's the creator of this shit. Right? Because they say like an hour or whatever, like anywhere from I forget 10 minutes to an hour on an iPad is the equivalent of snorting one gram of cocaine for children.
What?
These children be addicted to this technology, man.
Because their dopamine levels, they only need so much, so it gets released quick. You know, as you get older, you need more. But
you need
little
more.
kids, but
for them, it's like, oh my God, their brain is just, and their brain not developed all the way.
Nah.
You know, keep going.
Frying these little minds.
2 Esdras 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again.
Oh, look at America. California's on fire. It's cold. It's prematurely cold in one place. All right. It's people rioting over here. Right. Food shortages over there. Hurricane here. It's just confusion, man. California look like the inside of a barbecue grill right now.
You know, that's what it says on their monetary, on their dollar. The world currency, order out of chaos, and that's what the elite is doing. It's chaos everywhere, especially here in the land where the world look at it as a influential country. America is only influential in abomination, degeneration, degenerating issues.
Yeah, man, this ain't nothing but a drug infested, disease infested, stupid infested, Right. Like this place is infested with everything negative, man.
And man, it's like one event, a dude rode in the truck. Y'all remember this? He ran into a bus stop full of Jake, and he got off.
I think I remember that.
Something
but it's confusion.
It's confusion.
Nevertheless, it's 1,001 examples of confusion. Right. All right, and like the scripture said, what? That a fire is sent out. The fire is sent out.
Ezekiel 94. That's why we got a man that cried aside for the abomination that we done.
And the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places.
Oh yeah, it's animal. Hey, a few weeks ago, what did you have? You had this snakehead fish.
Yeah.
That's coming. No, it's a fish that looks like it has a snake head, and basically those fish are what's the word I'm looking for? Native. They're native to Asiatic countries, man. So here it is, you got this fish and they're telling you, hey, if you see it, it's like basically they want to make a law to the point where if you see these snakehead fishes, that you need to take a picture of it, send it to the authorities, and kill it. They don't even want it to because it's out of its zone. Like the Lord has it where there's specific animals in specific places. There's certain spiders that are here that ain't over there. They're over there and vice versa.
But I'll tell you about the destruction of the testing of the nuclear missiles in the ocean. See? That's causing a major confusion in the earth too as well.
Yeah, animals are all over the place, man. There's police and shit. When the last time you seen birds fly down south? There used to be a thing, you know, getting around about this time and you see in the sky just be full of birds, man. When the last time you seen a patch of pigeons?
And then you like with the bees, man. They're supposed to pollinate all types of flowers and plants and shit. Like you can be sitting on the deck of your house or like apartment over there. They'll be trying to like have a nest like under the wood part of the deck. You know what I'm saying? The whole earth is just out of course, man. The original purpose of animals. Yeah, the whole original purpose of the earth is just defiled, man.
I got a piece of that.
Okay, come on.
It says, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters.
Yeah. Oh, got all kind of crazy ass kids out here, retarded ass kids out here. It used to be a time 1,000 years ago, man. We wasn't retarded ass children coming out the womb like this, man. You know, the women we ate healthy, our bodies, the men was healthier, because they don't tell you that. Everybody speaks about the side of the woman when the baby's in the womb and what she's doing. Hey, well, a lot of you men, man, your sperm and your DNA is tainted from the fucking way you live. The way that you eat, the way that you drink, your drugs of choice, that shit that throws your DNA off. So before you even plant seed, that's why these children are gone, man. All right, what did Tupac say about it? You can tell a lot of what did he say? What does thug mean? Something about how you treated children and shit like that.
The hate you give.
The hate you give is
what is the hate you give? Little infants fucks everybody.
Yeah, like these infants are fucked. This generation, like anybody with that mind frame of wanting this place to go another 5 years, wanting another 10 years, you're selfish and you're crazy. I don't want to see. Like I was saying to the brothers earlier, I don't want to see my daughter with 6 more years on her. My daughter is 6 years old now. I don't want my daughter to hit 15, man.
With an Instagram page.
I don't want to deal with that shit. Right. I don't want to deal with. I don't want no parts of it. All right. Anybody with any common sense, you shouldn't want your child to grow old in this godforsaken place, man.
Yeah, because you know the ins and outs of it. You know the end of it. Like this man.
For her to fall in love with these niggas conceived off of two people drinking a cup of lean and having sex, man.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, man. There's no grandparents in the future.
The grandma.
That is.
Grandma's a dykes now.
The only future that is only hope.
I'd be like 38-year-old.
The election.
Grandma 38 years old.
Yeah, grandma be 30 years old nowadays, man.
Still twerking with her daughter at the damn club.
Going up. These kids done grown up on lemon wings, lemon pepper, Kool-Aid, man. Like
The auntie at the same age and shit. Because the grandma had a baby.
Yeah.
The same time that her daughter's having a baby.
By the same nigga.
Right.
Full of confusion. How about the scripture say what? Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace. You know, you look around in this society, there is no peace, man. All right, it's just darkness. It's filthy. All right, and I believe the word for filthy is halakha. All right, so this place is just filthy, man. All right, the Lord is not the author of confusion, but of peace, man. This is the peace, man. We're preaching you people peace on how to get in order, man. Okay, but you guys love living in this twisted. Confusion place, man. All right.
I got some.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna step down and let one bring it
out. This is Ezekiel 16:44. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against the same, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
As is the mother, so is the daughter. And just like we were just now speaking of, these different grandparents, where they really bred these women that certain way. Back in the day, you would have Big Mama. She would have the spirit of, she would actually have certain
I would say, characteristics that defined a woman. You know, she knew how to cook. You know, she knew how to clean properly. She would clean and cook. She would take care of the kids. She would raise the children. But then it would that type of spirit started to have a neglectfulness on the children. And you see this all the time where children start to grow up of age. They might be 18, 19, and they always dumping the kids off on their grandmothers. Man.
Yep.
So how much more now in these times where the great grandmother has passed, and like we said, now the 18-year-old one that was clubbing and shit, now she's big mama. And she doesn't have a lick of responsibility in her life. She hasn't conceived or pre-developed any type of skill, no type of attributes on raising, take care of the children, maintaining experience, raising a household, keeping a level of so-called family togetherness. So the whole household is in shambles. You know, even my family, for instance, you know, which we all are experiencing this now. You know, as brothers like me, I'm 27. They would classify us in these times as what, Generation X or Generation Y. Now it's Generation Z, but my grandparents passed. You know, I got, of course, I got my granddad and grandmother, but my great granddad and great grandmother, they passed, and really after them, you know, it's done. It ain't like the parents. Or like my grandmother on my mother's side, she had passed, and that was really the backbone of the family. After that, there ain't no family get-togethers like that anymore, and things of that nature. You know, because these children, like I said, the children that was grown up, they had a level of misconduct, they had a level of disorderliness, and they always depend on the parents to do it. Our grandma, she gonna take care of Thanksgiving, she gonna cook this turkey and all these different things. And really, it ain't even no structure. That's why we know that even these holidays is bottoming out.
That's right, brother.
Halloween, this thing gonna be trash, man. That's right. Christmas, all these different holidays, which of course we condemning it through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. But on top of this whole place, as we know it, is falling, man, right before our eyes. You got some more on that?
No, that wasn't on that.
Okay, you got something? No. Get Isaiah 3 and 12.
All right, this is Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yeah, it says, as for my people, children are the oppressors and women rule over. And that's why it says that in Isaiah 29 was the 16th verse about the surely turning of things upside down. Yep. You know, you can also hold Psalms 82 and 5. Because when a household is misstructured or is displaced, everything is anarchy, man. That's how we know it's really anarchy in the streets now. You know, just because niggas aren't shooting guns and you see people, buildings being blown up, doesn't mean that the level of anarchy is not risen.
The
you know,
mindset
or
is
the
being sold to the people.
That's
right
it.
now.
That's how we know just like when you look at a card house, somebody that builds a house of cards or builds dominoes on top of each other, whatever type of building structure, it only takes one little pull.
Yeah.
One little pull and everything bottoms out, man. And that's the times that we're living in now. That's why we anticipate prophecy. All right, this prophecy gonna come to pass, and we always pegging prophecy. All right, when this hit, it's gonna be over, man. Because that little thing, that little intricate piece, when it slips, whether it's being put in the system or if it's getting removed out of the system, the whole system will bang out, so to speak, man.
It's like those massive, people set up the massive dominoes things. And if you accidentally tip one, you can't stop it. It's going to fall all the way down.
You cannot stop it.
That's it.
Oh, the scriptures say that in Isaiah, the 30th chapter, that his iniquities is unto him as a breach in wall. So if you got a breach, imagine a Hoover Dam. Once a crack go through it, you can't. There's no stopping that water from flooding up.
Like it's an opening, man. And we see it. We can read over.
Yeah, Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people,
and the Lord's people are what the Israelites. And it was a time where you had structure within the government of Israel. Like we spoke about during the time of Solomon. The grandparents, the women, and even the daughters, women that's young. That's why people be so caught up and jacked up over the concept of dealing with women of a younger age. They call them minors in today's time. But really, in the ancient world, those women were heavily developed, man. A woman that's young is 15, 16, she know how to cook. She know I ain't talking about microwavables.
Noodles and noodles.
Yeah, I ain't talking about,
cooking dinner.
Hot Pockets. And Hungry Man, that plastic garbage. They knew how to make, what they call it?
Hungry Man.
full course meals. Probably go out and kill the calf, kill the lamb.
Oh, well, Sarah did that.
Yep.
She got a calf when the angel came to her and Abraham, right? And she killed the calf.
And we know that even like when you go into Native American history, a lot of those young women, they had that knowledge, man. Men were primarily hunters, and what do you call it? It was a hunting and gathering civilization, where the men would hunt, and they would take the whether it's like caribou or something of that effect, you know, or ox or buffalo, bison, whatever type of livestock. They would hunt it, they would bring it home, and the women would do the dirty work. They would dress it. They had a relationship with blood. It wasn't like any guts and it wasn't like that, man.
You get these women nowadays a packet of chicken, they don't even want to rinse it off.
Damn.
Yeah, they don't know how to season it. They cook it like I don't know if you brothers remember Flavor Flav, that one Ditsy chick. Flavor Flav gave the chicken.
Oh yeah, she put it in the microwave.
She put a whole chicken in the microwave.
The fuck?
Bugged out, man. That's
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Every time she blink it, ching ching. Yeah, that's these women, man. In today's time, and it's not just a bash on women. We just going into the comparison and how the masses of the people been stupefied, and it's evidence. Whether the women you deal with, or women you talk to, or women you come in contact with or interact with, you see that they can't cook for shit, man. These fast food restaurants, you would think it's mainly men that actually run to all these different restaurants
women
to actually get certain meals. It'd be women. And then I'll be thinking like, damn, why these women ain't at home cooking? Because they don't know how to, man.
They don't really have this, and the society beats down the women so bad. Now that they're in the workforce, they don't have the time to get into the kitchen like that. So that just makes it even worse.
Yeah, feminism is totally stripping the woman of her natural abilities. Because I used to date a girl back in the day. She could cook. She used to like sing or do some poetry. Now
They hit you with this. They used to know how to sew.
Yeah, they did.
They know how to put. You ask these women, you get these women nowadays a needle and some thread, and say put the thread through the needle eye. Man, these women gonna look at you and be pissed off at you even after.
Yeah, man.
Don't know what a thimble is.
Can't even have a 5-minute conversation with these ditzy ass bras, man.
Because what's the prominent factor in the society? Relevance. And sewing doesn't make you relevant in today's time. Cooking doesn't really make you relevant unless you got a platform where you're showing people like, hey, I cook this, or hey, I cook that.
Right.
Taking a picture of every damn meal that you actually prepared, and that's the type of energy that generates in people. That's like I said, they have a certain void. It's not just cooking a hearty meal for the family. I just want to cook to make sure my daughter has a good meal. Different women that even on food stamps, you see the fridge is full of the Kool-Aid Jammer joints, the Capri Sun galore.
Snacks on deck.
Yeah, snacks on snacks, looking like I remember Lil Boosie did a video with his closet,
showing his refrigerator and
pantry and snacks galore, man.
That shit look like
One of these guys got them diabetes.
Jake get money to be the nigga they never was.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? To be the nigga they want to be.
And it's the point of what we're saying is not just to get on Jake, but it's to drop how our people have been stripped of who they really are. How you cook, how you clean, how you take care of a household, how you take care of the economy.
Raising children,
all those dictate a nation, man. That is a nation, really.
It's your culture.
That's your heritage. Even when you look up that word culture on Wikipedia and you do a study on it, it goes back to the word cult, which means worship, and what defines worship. When you read the law, which shows you how to worship the Most High through the 613 law, statutes, and commandments, what's is in place in the law is ceremonial customs, how you should dress, which is pursuant to Numbers 15:38, how you should take care of food, what you should eat as a culture. You see, what women should do in certain times of whether their menstrual cycle or whether they have children and things of that nature, how to have children, where to have children, how long to stay away from the man while you're actually. See, all these things are important. You see, that's what defines who we are. You know, it's not just saying I'm an Israelite. Yeah, I'm an Israelite. It's way deeper than the title of Israel. Israel just means he is the prince of the power or prince of God. But what dictates or what shows or resembles reflects you being a prince of God, showing characteristics and attributes of Yahweh Shah,
or Yahweh Shema Shah, which is showing reflections of the law, you know, as well as, of course, mercy, faith, and all these different things. But you got that,
well, I want to finish the scripture out. Isaiah 3:12, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over thee. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. And this is what the brother was just talking about. The way of thy paths is what our culture, the way we're supposed to walk, what we're supposed to eat, what we're supposed to wear. All that dictates what a nation is, because your culture defines who you are as a people. That's why the Lord said in the law, it says if we were to keep these commandments, the people will say, oh, surely this is a wise and understanding people. Because look at their culture. Look at what they do. Their livestock and their crops are growing abundantly, while ours fall from time to time. These people, they have so much understanding on how the stars and the elements work. Meanwhile, we're worshiping the stars and the elements. You know what I'm saying? But it's our customs made us great, and that's what we fall away from. Because the people that rule over us now, they destroy that path. You know, but the Lord has us bringing it back to us. You know.
I got a quick one. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 17:4, and it says, "And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee."
That's the path. And that word heritage goes into inheritance, which deals with your culture. Culture. Heritage is extremely important, man. Knowing where you come from. If they say, as the saying goes, if you don't know your past, then what is it? You're doomed to repeat it. Something.
Or you don't know if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. And us following the so-called white man, I think somebody made that saying that you can never grow learning under your oppressor.
Yeah.
I think Malcolm X said something to that degree.
He said, only a fool will let the enemy teach his children.
Only a fool will let the enemy teach his children, which is extremely true. The scriptures tells you that in Sirach.
Yep.
He that teacheth his child grieveth the enemy, and it speaks about how a man of your elk should teach you. What the hell is a white man teaching black children? He's gonna teach what? White supremacy.
Yep.
Right. If I'm teaching, as he should. I was about to say, if I'm teaching Edomites, I'm teaching white people to bow down unto the black man.
That's right.
When slavery took place and they had plantation Christianity, they would have the so-called blackface as the representative of the people, but he would teach white people's jargon, or he would teach white people doctrine.
That's right.
And you watch that on what? Birth of a Nation, and you've seen when Nat Turner started to actually learn the book, and he started to talk to that white preacher, and that white preacher tried to put some scriptures on him and sit him down, and he started to cut that white preacher. The white preacher, I think, slapped Nat Turner, man. Because that white preacher wanted to keep him down in that oppressive mentality, and it's going on now. That's why the things you watch on TV, and you might, since the internet came out, you'll surf things, you like, damn, man, that shit was on Nickelodeon?
Yes.
That white supremacy crazy shit they put out, and I remember that episode, but you didn't think nothing of it. But the so-called white man was deliberately programming you to think like a slave, to act like a slave, to be a slave, man. You got some more?
Yeah, come. And it says, "And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not."
Yeah, and it said, "I will cause thee to serve thy enemies." Our service is basically something when you do when you bow down unto and subjugate yourself unto the will of the oppressor. Now, the so-called white man's service isn't just sweeping. You sweep those floors, you mop that kitchen. He wants you to actually degrade yourself. He gets off by actually seeing a man do things a woman should do, do things a boy should do. That's why, like he said, that's why he calls you boy. Here it is. A lot of times in slavery, the white man would be in his mid-20s. He might have took the plantation from his father. His father might have died from some type of disease, and he might be 20, 23 years old, and he took the inheritance of 40, 50-year-old slaves, and he calling them boy. Here this slave might be double his age, and he's calling him boy. And you think that's not doing something to a man's mind when you constantly being called boy, or being treated like a child, talked down upon, like you ain't shit, condescendingly. Yeah, condescendingly, and they do that now on these jobs.
Yeah.
That's how we know, like, an employer is the same thing as ancient world or as a slave master, man. They talk down upon you. You can't tell who you gonna tell, the HR, or whatever department.
Yeah, we talking
slick, greasy too.
Yeah, he talking crazy.
Like, they got this energy like they want to fight you or just knock you out. Or really, go back to the whip. Think they can do it?
Because the whip in today's time is the tongue. You know, was that the scripture speak about the power of the tongue? The tongue is a sword, but it's a weapon.
You know, the actual whip, all they got to do is, I mean, shit, like you just said, they already
inward,
programmed to feel a certain way.
Yeah,
Now they just tell you.
Why you need a whip when Jake is already whipped into shape?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You just remind them. You keep reminiscing them. That's why it's always so many publications or articles of Gucci wearing blackface, or Louis Vuitton or whatever, Fendi or any of
Burberry, whatever.
H&M,
Gap.
and then they be like, well, we apologize. We didn't even know. You got a whole
Design
nigga
department.
on your shirt, man.
The whole design department that the upper, you know, the managers got to approve of. Come on, bro.
These people know what they're doing, man. They're not stupid. This is like you said, it's a high luxurious fashion department. They know what they're doing. It's
Well thought out.
It's extremely thought out. When you deal with fashion, they go into colors. They want the right tones. They want the right stitchings. Fashion is a very meticulous market.
Yes.
So for them to actually put blackface and all these different things, they're deliberately putting certain things in your face. And like I said, they just use that as, oh, we didn't know. We apologize. We'll take it off. We'll never do it again. But it's always, like I said, to remind you consciously or subconsciously that you ain't nothing but a nigga.
Right.
Like the Rosa Parks Barbie doll has blackface in the eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
Like it looks like a gleam, but when you look closer, it's some blackface.
That's what, okay, 'cause I saw that. I didn't see what it was. Okay. Yeah, I saw the tour.
I'll stop you. Let me pull it back up.
You see, all the way in the eye, you gotta look deep inside the eye to see blackface. What kind of crazy shit? And who's the one that's creating this crazy wild shit, man? Oh, did y'all see that video with the I don't know if the lady was in Florida, but they had one of the I don't know, the Disney show, the big yellow thing with the glasses, and I think it was another Disney Channel character, and they was behind a child putting up some white supremacy signs and shit like that. And the lady had to look at the video later on and see the white guy actually putting up all kind of white supremacy signs behind the little girl's head. So he's like touching the little girl and he's putting up all kind of shit. So I'm gonna send the video in the group, man. But man, these white people are the devil, man. Like they always show time and time again that they hate your guts. It don't matter if they dress up, and it be the ones that dress up as Pooh Bear. You know, here to see dressed up, it's the devil dressed up as goddamn Winnie the Pooh, man.
You want your little nigga to go
sit on his lap.
Sit on his lap.
And you know what? These pedophiles, a lot of pedophiles and child people that get off on children, they take those roles of Santa Claus.
They put themselves in positions to be around children.
Yeah.
You know, they're preschool teachers and they work in the kids club at the gym and shit.
That's why they attracted those jobs, man.
Or just regular school teachers. Why you see these school teachers?
Yeah, like my brother was younger.
Football coach.
There's a nigga, man. This nigga had to be in the solid 60s back then. I remember looking at him like, what the fuck is you doing being a kindergarten teacher? You a whole 60-year-old nigga, and you a kindergarten teacher, man. You don't go teach PE or some shit, man.
Oh, you know who they mainly get to? Special ed kids.
Yep.
Those special ed kids that deaf or the ones that can't utter words properly or explain, they get molested a lot, man.
People that work in group homes.
Elderly.
Elderly.
It's all kind of stories that come out where a 60-year-old man, he might be getting molested by a fine-ass woman, man.
Shit, this lady told me, I mean, we get back to the scripture, but in these assisted living retirement homes, man, STDs be rampant in them places.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, because like people like sexually deprived and they just let their lust go, you know, go to a whole nother level, man. And they roll up on them old folks in the middle of the night, man. That's disgusting, man.
That's disgusting.
This is not our rest. This is a nightmare, man.
I don't even want to sleep here. Fuck
Yeah.
the rest of it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna finish it off for you. And it says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Yeah, we have to be in the system and we have to suffer, suffer alone. And I remember listening to this interview about this bugged out nigga Kanye West. And he was speaking about, the things that I have to go through. He's like, man, of course. Oh yeah, he was like, of course I'm mentally. He was like, man, Kobe Bryant played, what he said, so-and-so amount of games, and he had all these different injuries, physical injuries,
Yeah.
and I gotta go through all this different stuff in the media, this and that. You think I'm not gonna be mentally injured? This, that, and the other?
Yeah.
But really, I was gonna say, but the truth is, I say all that just to say, that's how we have to be in the truth. All these different things we read about, all these publications and articles, and videos and the things that we hear about, like you spoke about your child. You don't want your child to be raised in a society, man. You know, sometimes even our parents or grandparents might pass. You be like, man, I'm glad they gone, man. They out
Yeah.
they free, man. You don't even be like, man, don't hold me back, man. Why? Man, could have just stayed a couple months. Like, man, look, you free. You know?
Yeah,
You look at it
man.
like, you got out of prison, man. That's why the Apostle Paul, when he spoke about death, he wasn't even tripping on it like that. He was like, really? To be honest, I want to get the fuck up out of here.
And that was 2,000 years ago.
That was 2,000 years ago. He was like, but for the sake of brethren, you know, brethren's sake, you know, mourning over me and things of that nature, I do it on behalf of you. Yeah, that's right.
And then he said, then it was finally time for him to go. He wrote that last letter. He said, I'm ready to be offered.
Yeah, because the place of judgment is under the sun.
That's it.
When you go into the spirit world, it's nothing but peace.
That's right.
Job the third, was it Job the 3rd chapter?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful point. That was it on mine.
Okay. Well, you can go back to what you,
Well, I was going to read that Proverbs 31.
yeah, you can get it. You can bring it out though still. Yeah.
Okay, this is Proverbs 31 and 10.
And the reason why we're going into this is just going into the concept of, like I said before, the ancient style of living that we had, our ancient culture, which was a beautiful culture, man. You know, we feel so far away that we tend to forget how glorious we were as a nation. And Jake can't do nothing but embrace rap music.
Mm-hmm.
They think this is the hottest shit that ever came back. Jay-Z, that's the tightest nigga that ever touched the mic. And, like, man.
That's how you know, because it's infested into the it's got into the whole world of Israel. You don't ever see where all the talent that Israel had. When you read it, was that 2nd Chronicles? It speaks about the congregation playing music so great that
The chariots came.
that the presence of the Lord was in the midst of that music, man. So we're a nation of musicians. But what does a nigga want to do when he gets the truth, man? He wants to do what? He wants to write raps, man. Why don't you? I want to see a Jake perform a song in the spirit towards the Lord and play the violin.
Right.
Play the piano. Do niggas not play the piano? Every nigga want to go to Pro Tools and have some goddamn nasty trap beat and talk about, I was shy. Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Riding a wave of traffic. You know what I'm saying? Can you write a symphony?
Write a symphony.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know,
Nigga don't know
brothers know instruments and orchestras, and you know notes?
Yeah, man, can we see that part? Like, can a nigga still do a lesson on clef notes?
In
hell
Hebrew?
no.
In Hebrew and make a Hebrew song? But no, a nigga want, I was shy. Ain't no weak Jew. Ain't no weak Jew. The Lord ain't hearing that shit. That's why the Lord said in Amos the 5th chapter to take thy noise, the vials away from you.
on the south side beat, man.
Yeah.
Or some Metro Boomin. Like Metro Boomin made that shit for the club banger, man.
Made it for the trap house, man.
Yeah, for the trap house to put demons on motherfuckers, for them to kick back more shots of liquor, man. When they already had enough. You see? Yeah, that's fighting music. That's why we know that music has vibrations, man. But the vibration, like we were saying, and the spirit that we was in, it would intermarry with the Lord. The Lord actually was entertained by us as a nation. Did the Lord entertain with niggas in the trap, busting guns? Let me go see what's going on.
Like, God called it noise, man. Like, you gotta imagine the talent, having 20 men on the harp, have 50 women singers, with the drums with the men singers. You know what I'm saying? With the right beat, with the harmony. And then singing it to a point to where everybody's just relaxed. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord showed the president. It was like, you praising my name too?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Last night I was listening to y'all don't judge, man. I listened to it's a hot song, man. Hey, Kirk Franklin, Melodies from Heaven, man. You listen to that. You listen to an audio of that.
Yeah,
you listen to the audio of that. You think it's about 80 people singing, but when he performing live, it's about 3-4 women, 3-4 men, him, a few instruments. It's a small band, but that spirit of like you say, when Jake get into it, and,
That's that zero.
you know, then you get the men, y'all hit that, you know, the baritones, the different. It's a vibration. Nowadays, everything is synthesized and created over a computer while niggas high on drugs, man.
Yeah, and I was listening to the to a radio station, and they were speaking about natural instruments. And it was like, man, you know, these electric instruments or these things that's made digital. It was like these instruments aren't even breathing. You know, which I was thinking, damn, you know, that's talking about, that's really going into the spirit of it.
Spirit of it, yeah.
You know, it's like, man, we don't, you know, these people get off by, you know, modernized instruments, like you said, doing things digitally, but these instruments aren't truly breathing. They're not living, like going to a live event, which we never been to those. You know, of course, like a live opera or not opera, but just a live event where I just use that as an example. You know, where you actually listening to the harp, or you listening to somebody naturally play the piano. You know, or all these different instruments and congruency. You know, for the most part, brothers here and there, but that's as a masses. You know, that's not culture of Jake.
Right.
But those type of things, that's the type of stuff that actually make you drop tears, man.
Well, even I'll say that even back in the 60s and 70s, when artists would do concerts, they would have a live band with them to do the music. Michael Jackson had a live band.
But that's where family bands came about. That's why you had the Jackson 5. It's like, nah, you gonna sing, you playing the guitar, you on the drums, and then you might have the brothers that like, cause Jake was different, man. Like Prince. Prince played every instrument.
Yeah, he did.
He played every instrument. Like you get Metro Boom or one of these niggas guitar and ask them to play a few notes. They just gonna wing it. I got a scripture if you don't mind. I quoted it, but I'm gonna read it. This is 2 Chronicles 5 and 13, and it says, "And it came even to pass as the trumpeters and singers were as one, to make one sound to be heard in praising and thanking the Lord. And when they lifted up their voice with the trumpets and cymbals and instruments of music,"
trumpets, the cymbals, and instruments of music.
"and praised the Lord, saying,"
and Jake be going to Battle of the Bands thinking that's the shit. Thinking that's the peak of where music goes. These men and women that actually played these different instruments, they were amazing, man. You know, David, through his playing of the harp, he was known to take big boy spirits off of the king, man. Taking demons off of men. Because demons can either invoke spirits to jump on you, or they can take them away. And in most cases now, the vibrations that is pushed out in the media is used to put demons on you.
That's right. Yep. And it says, "And praise the Lord, saying, for he is good."
Yeah, praise the Lord is saying, for he is good. Because it even makes you reminisce upon the Most High. It makes you meditate. That's why certain music that's used as therapy, there's such thing as music therapy.
Yeah, certain frequencies.
Certain frequencies can actually
heal you.
Yeah, heal you. It can cure certain diseases or ailments within your body. Because your body is built upon vibrations.
Yeah, the Lord said, take away heaviness and sorrow, because it take away your life. And make sure you have cheer in your presence.
That's right.
Yeah. You can take certain animals in a bad mood, and you can play certain music, and they'll perk up again. Same thing with plants. You play a certain type of music, a plant might die quicker than you would have put like some harp or some passion music next to another plant. It'll have full of life because of the vibrations and the frequencies. Everything's in harmony.
Like the California raisins.
Yeah. Good. You gotta remember. This is old 80s stuff. You gotta remember.
Way back.
You gotta remember too. You know, your body is water.
Yeah, your body.
So you having those vibrations going through your body. Everything is is moving in sync from the top to your brain to your feet. Everything is circulating the right way. You're in a more calmer state in your spirit.
Yeah, that's why you gotta, pray from nigga music sometimes, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you got a playlist and things of that nature, do some research on some instruments for healing, man. Whether it's harp music, type in certain best harp players and find those harp players and play it a couple hours a day on the Sabbath and things of that nature. Always bumping grimy nigga music. That shit's gonna turn you into a grimy nigga, man.
It's gonna tarnish your soul.
Look at Chirac music. I heard Chirac music one day, and I said, I see why these niggas don't do nothing but murder.
Yeah, the drill music over there in
that's what it's called.
UK.
Man,
UK is another beast.
And Texas, that Texas music,
Sipping lean.
Sipping lean.
puts you in that spirit of just slow motion and drunk,
certain music is fast paced and makes you have
Yeah.
anxiety and want to get it and
Yeah.
want to go do something grimy.
Commit adultery.
Yeah, some music it pushes you. It's a vibration. I think Nikola Tesla made that statement. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of frequencies and vibrations.
Yeah.
You see? But we'll get
I'm gonna finish this off.
okay, we'll get that and then we'll finish that.
Con. For he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Then the house was filled with a cloud, even the house of the Lord, so that the priests could not stand to minister by reason of the cloud, for the glory of the Lord had filled the house of the Lord.
So the Lord was in the heavens. He was like, whoa, I gotta
shit.
slide down there. I gotta make a present.
That was at the time of King Solomon when we came down.
I think it was King David.
Okay. I know
think-
King Solomon had his. They talked about the choir of King Solomon. And
They both have.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, this is speaking about King
set it
David
up,
right
and
here.
then King
Okay.
Solomon-
No, it's like you're right actually. Because for the sake of edification, 2 Chronicles 5 and 1, it says, "Thus all the works that Solomon made for the house of the Lord was finished, and Solomon brought in all the things that David his father had dedicated,
right.
and the silver and the gold and all the instruments put he among the treasures of the house." So like you said, it filled up the house of the Lord. The glory went into the temple.
That showed you that Solomon had extremely heavenly taste. You know, you can have certain taste that's very divine, and you can have taste that's very satanic and dark, man.
Yeah.
You know, you listen to certain beat makers, man. You like, oh, this nigga's a high level witch, man.
Yeah.
That drill music.
Yeah.
Mike Williams.
Oh, and then you look at these producers, and these niggas be niggas, man. They be worse than the rappers
They do.
sometimes.
They do.
Like when I first seen this nigga Southside tattoos all on. I'm like, this is a nigga, man.
Gang member, the whole nine.
God
Gang,
damn.
nigga. And you know when he on the track, he's like, man, I'm finna put something out, man. This is a fucking banger, you know? But like, yeah, this is a street hit, man.
Lil Jon.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Lil Jon got a hell of a lot of blood.
He got a lot of blood.
3-6 Mafia.
Oh,
Yes.
DJ Paul and
Oh, yeah.
DJ and beats.
and a lot of them producers get paid a lot more than
They
artists
do.
at times,
They
man.
do because they make the music. Yeah.
They get hella publishing.
Dr. Dre. Well, let's not even get on him.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man.
Tops it off.
Trump is all we gotta say is Drake. Drake. Well, I'm gonna read this precept. Ecclesiastes 40 and 20. It says, "Wine and music rejoice the heart."
That's a beautiful synchronism. Wine, which is good to purify your body. You know, it's like I said, it purifies. It's good for your soul, so to speak. You know, it relieves you. It's good for your stomach. The scripture speak about give wine to him that's willing to perish. And it spoke about when you have sicknesses, drink a little wine for thy stomach's sake. That's right. So it says wine in combination with music. Sometimes, you know, when you let your hair down, so to speak, you know, just sip some wine and listen to music. I think I always got to be kicking big boy shots in hand back, man. But that's like I said, that's our culture. That's today's culture. That's today's time. You always think that's not winding down. The saying winding down goes into wine. You know, when you wind down, you actually sip wine. Sound like some people trying to get out the trunk, man. Damn. Oh, whining? Is it whining? Whining?
Winding down.
Oh, winding down. Well, the best way to wind down.
But Benjamin say dirty wine.
Oh, yeah, wine. Yeah.
I didn't even think niggas stomp through the streets like that.
Oh, niggas still thumping, man.
God damn.
That bass, the goddamn blowing you. And then the thing is, even with your ears, when your ears is always hearing that shit, you become deaf, man.
Yeah, the hairs in your that bass causes the hairs in your ear to lay flat.
And you develop something that's called tinnitus.
Because it's pushing them back. Yeah.
Or tinnitus, when you stop listening to music and you be hearing that ringing sound like,
Yep.
that's called tinnitus, man.
Your ass going deaf.
Your ass going deaf. But you go ahead.
God. It says, wine and music rejoice the heart, but the love of wisdom is above them both.
And the love of wisdom is above them both. So how much more wisdom, wine, and music, those things combined, that's what shows like a good spirit or a righteous spirit. You always combining yourself with good elements, I say. You know, not a nigga, you know, like when you talk to a nigga, he always got some nigga verse he gonna bang out.
Yeah.
There ain't no wise proverbs, you know. Instead of wine, Jake want to drink shots of liquor. Instead
Hennessy.
of good harmonizing music, They want to listen to rap or hip hop. You know, I said we listen to. It ain't like we being hypocrites. 'Cause we listen to it too at times, of course. You know, but we know where our culture lies. That's the thing about it.
I got one.
We'll close with that.
I just had a little bit more.
All right.
It says, in verse 21, the pipe and the psaltery make sweet melody, but a pleasant tongue is above them both.
Yeah, and a pipe and a psaltery. And a lot of times, you know, you read about a pipe and a psaltery. Like if somebody had laid out the instruments in the Bible, and then you be like, which one is the psaltery? Which one is the pipe? Which one is the cymbal and all these different instruments? You wouldn't know which is which. I know, I probably wouldn't know. That's why you gotta look into these things.
Yes.
And you have to identify them, see how they sound. Like if somebody would actually have the sound, all right, which one is that? Which sound is that? Which sound is that? In most cases, most brothers wouldn't know. But that's why it's good to go into these things. Like people that's in France and certain people that's in Europe, they'll play these instruments on the street and they get paid good money from it. Yeah. Because it invokes such a good vibration. Yeah. And that was the overall concept. But you can go ahead.
I got one. I'm gonna close it back up to what he read. Ecclesiastes 8:15, and it says, "Then I commended mirth, because a man have no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry."
Eat, drink, and to be merry. There's no better thing, you know. And I agree to that. Eating a good meal, drinking some good drink, and just listening to some good music, there ain't nothing better.
Especially after work.
Especially if you got some box on the end of it all.
Some box on the end. That's
all.
Yeah, the Lord.
And that's all Jake wanted at the end of the day. You know?
I got preached.
Hold on, finish this off. We go. And to be merry, for that shall abide with him of his labor the days of his life, which Yahweh Shem Yahushai giveth him under the sun.
And Solomon, even though he was a Epicurean type of individual, I'm using that in terms, but he also, I would say a Stoic, but he actually took certain pleasures. He was a man of pleasure also. He liked things in the world. He liked drinking. He liked,
sex.
Music. He liked sex. He was basically like of both worlds. He was a Stoic, but he had the Epicureanism about him too.
That's what made him the wisest man.
That's what made him the wisest. Because he said he tried both worlds. You see? But as his conclusion, just drinking, chilling, and listening to the words of the Lord, like he said, righteousness from wickedness is light unto day. So, for brother, just stay in the spirit and just stay as close to the Lord and actually do and follow the things that he describes what a man of the Lord should do. Like I said, whether it's sipping wine, it ain't for all, bro. Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Tapping into yourself, tapping into the inner you. Listening to certain music and things of that nature to take certain demons off you, to relieve your spirit, so you don't always be pent up and always, they're going crazy in the society, man.
Tap into you as an Israelite, and as you search, you find yourself.
That's right, brother.
That's right. That's right.
A lot of Jake, they in Israel, but
It's true.
Shallow.
It's shallow.
yeah,
Shallow. Yeah. So with that, we're gonna end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom.